102 Game of the Week is on the air. On your only on-air sports leader at 102.1 KJFM, Eagle 102. Now, the Eagle 102 Area High School Football Game of the Week.
And we're at Clopton High School tonight. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross, as the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks will take on the Louisiana Bulldogs. First time these two teams have met as conference rivals, as the Bulldogs join the EMO for football just this season. And what a time to start in a new conference, 2020.
Yeah, everything's so out of whack. However, neither one of these teams has been touched by the COVID virus that we're aware of at this point. Come into tonight's game with a full squad, and we look to see a competitive game.
And I think for the first time, at least our area teams, close teams, are all in action tonight. Yep. It's the first time Friday Night Lights are really shining bright here in the area.
And what a night for football. It's perfect outside. Go out and support your local team. If you can't do that, tune in and listen to us.
And we'll start the pregame show for Clopton-Elsberry in Louisiana. Homecoming night from Clopton High School on Eagle 102.
Percent of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
You can now check your cash flow on the go with Bank of Louisiana's mobile banking. We're helping you manage your money from here, there, and everywhere with our new mobile and text banking services. You can check balances, view account history, transfer funds, and pay bills all from your phone. Visit us online at www.bola.cc for more information and to enroll for mobile banking. Bank of Louisiana, proud to be your hometown bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
And we're back at Clopton High School, homecoming night for the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks. Mark Froelich, Jim Ross, and they'll welcome in the Louisiana Bulldogs. And our first look at the Bulldogs, they're 0-3 on the season, but things are looking up. First-year head coach Greg Pitzer has some good athletes. He has good numbers. This is a roster, at least numbers-wise, that rivals a lot of the bigger teams, at least in our immediate area. And they've got some size up on the line, too.
They do. They have some speed. A lot of guys that are playing haven't played a lot of football. They've obviously, with their numbers being down as far as they were, they had not come out since they were young, and now they are out. And so they're working through some growing pains in the early part of the season. And you know, their schedule hadn't exactly been chop liver. You know, they traveled to North Callaway. They hosted Montgomery County and South Callaway, one of the better teams in the league. So even though they're 0-3, it's a little bit misleading in that they played probably two of the top three teams in the league so far.
And Clopton-Elsberry coming off a week where they had a game canceled last Friday night. They looked good 2 weeks ago playing at Mark Twain. They've got some big, strong receivers.
They do, and actually their only problem at Mark Twain was special teams.
Yeah.
They gave up, 2 or 3 kick returns for touchdown, and you take that out of the equation. They actually won that game 51-34. You take those 3 touchdowns out of the equation, they actually dominated that game from the line of scrimmage. And you're right, they're big up front. They've got big backs. They've got big receivers. They're short on numbers.
Yes,
There's only 20 players on the roster, and so everybody goes both ways. But I think you'll see that with Louisiana, a lot of guys going both ways as well. And it's a nice, cool night. So what we saw in the Wright City game here, it was so hot. They being Clopton-Elsberry, went ahead 21-20 with 7 minutes to go in the game, and then gave up 3 touchdowns in the final 7 minutes. And I just think they were wore out.
Yeah.
Because it was so hot. And they went both ways. Those guys went both ways all night, and they just wore down. So that's not a very good indication of what kind of football team they've got. And I think they're a dangerous football team.
Oh, yeah.
They've got some skilled players, and like you said, they're big up front. They got a couple big backs actually, that come out of the backfield, so they can be hard to handle. And this year so far, the challenge for Louisiana has been defense. They haven't been able to stop anyone. They're giving up about 56 points a game so far this year in their first 3 games. And so they have got to figure out a way to stop the football on the defensive side, or they're going to have a hard time winning any football games this year.
We still have starting lineups, keys to the game coming up. We'll take a look at the schedule around the area when we come back, and countdown to kickoff continues. We have about 25 minutes to go until we kick this thing off on KJFM.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM. Sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
We'll get to the keys to the game in a second. I want to take a look around the area. Tonight, Bowling Green playing at Wright City. That should be a fun game. I think Bowling Green holds a pretty distinct edge in that one.
Tough place to play at Wright City, though.
But they're limiting attendance there tonight, so it might not be the raucous crowd that Bowling Green fans are used to.
Right. The facilities aren't the best down there. But as you said, I think if on paper anyway, Bowling Green should have the edge. Although Wright City has some speed, we saw that here against Clopton-Elsberry. So Bowling Green's going to can't go down there and try to sleepwalk through that game tonight.
Where's Mark Twain at?
MMA.
Yeah.
All the teams are playing MMA. Are they in the EMO now? It seems like it.
No, I think they're just available.
Yeah, they played. I think they play from a number of the schools in the EMO. In fact, I know they do. And so that could be an interesting game for Mark Twain. They're coming off a tough 8-6 win over Van Far last Saturday night. and they're on the road. It's not easy to go into MMA and play over there, so we'll see how Mark Twain fares.
Watch the Bayonets. And then Van Far is opening their home schedule against the North Callaway Thunderbirds, and that could be an interesting matchup. North Callaway coming off a week of tragedy. They had their game canceled a week ago, so it'll be interesting how the Thunderbirds come out of the locker room.
Yeah, it'll be an emotional game for those kids, and you're right. How they react to it, it could give them a boost, or they could still be depressed about the whole situation and not come out and play well. They have a pretty good football team, coached by Don Boulware, who came out of retirement last year, actually. And so, it'll be interesting to see how he's able to manage that situation with the issue they had last week. And our thoughts and prayers are still with those folks over there. That's a tough deal.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. But Van Far, they're looking to get back looking to get into the winning column. They had their season sidetracked at the start with the COVID issue, and so this will just be their second game, and so they'll be looking to improve on last week's performance as well.
I think that if they would have had a game or two under their belt, they would have probably fared better last week against Mark Twain. The defense looked fantastic for Van Far a week ago.
Yeah, listening to that game, it was basically played between the 30s, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Nearly the entire game, so nobody able to get much going offensively, and they'll have to figure that out here tonight if they want to get past North Callaway.
And it was a quick game, probably the quickest football game I've ever done. We had one of the quickest softball games yesterday over on the diamond here at Clopton High School, and that was definitely a quick football game 6 days ago at Mark Twain High School. All right, keys to the game brought to you by Vicki Cadwallader. And I think the key is Louisiana has to do something to disrupt the two big wide receivers for the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks.
Just defensively overall, Louisiana's got to find their way. If you can't stop anybody, you're just not going to win very many football games. And up to this point, they have had trouble tackling and just haven't been able to stop anybody. And offensively, Clopton-Elsberry is a challenge. I mean, they're talented on the offensive side of the football. Got a pretty good size offensive line to protect Martin, and as you said, big receivers. Zach Evans, one of the premier receivers in the area. And if you recall, against Wright City late in that game, they were triple teaming him to try and keep him from getting the football. And so we'll see what kind of approach head coach Greg Pitzer and the Louisiana Bulldogs take tonight to try and slow this Indian Hawk offense down.
I was asking the softball basketball coach Tony Francis what exactly he did to get Zach into such great shape running the weight program, and he said that's all. He was in there every day, and I added at least 15 pounds of muscle to his already solid frame. So he's not just tall or fast. He's strong. And so is Gabriel Hill on the other side. All right, Clopton-Elsberry, boy, the topic of conversation around here is still the kick game.
Yeah, they had problems against Wright City, and last week was a complete disaster on special teams. And most everybody you talk to from down here says if we can get special teams straightened out, we're going to be pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. So those are our keys to the game. We have starting lineup still to come here on the Countdown to Kickoff on KJFM.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Sailor and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs is still Mid-America Auto and Towing. They perform state inspections, run diagnostics, and specialize in brake repair. They do everything from preventative maintenance to engine repair and more. Mid-America will also guarantee the lowest prices on tires. Stop in, browse their pre-owned vehicles, and make sure to ask about their senior citizen and military discounts. Financing is available. To get a sneak peek of their inventory, visit MidAmericaAutoandTowing.com. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starting lineups for this one will start with the offense for the Louisiana Bulldogs. They're 0-3, coached by Greg Pitzer. They'll have on the offensive line at right tackle, senior Jordan Luck. The left tackle is a sophomore, Gavin Crabtree. The left guard is a senior, Jacob Gray. And the right guard is a senior as well, Riley Perrine. The center for Louisiana is a junior, Russell Price. The running back is a sophomore, Wyatt Harrison. Lots of receivers out there, 4 of them. A sophomore, number 12, Donovan Richards. Junior, number 11, Quincy Hutt. Another junior, number 10, Tremaine Chapman. And a sophomore, number 7, Sheldon Sylvie. And the quarterback for Louisiana is a junior, number 2, Mason Washington. Starting defense for the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks. They're 1-1 on the season, coached by Butch Wilansky. On the defensive line, they'll start a senior, number 71, Jacob Wilansky. Also on the line, number 68, a senior, Brody Freeborn. And a senior, number 65, Riley Walker. So a 3-man front defensively. The linebackers are a senior, number 50, Jacob Martin. And number 45, a junior, Colby Twellman. Also a linebacker, a senior, number 99, Gabriel Hill. And, missed a lineman. Shoot. Senior, number 5, Zach Evans. Yeah, they put the big boy on the line. The defensive backs, a sophomore, number 3, Tyler Kuntz. Junior, number 15, Lucas Martin. Senior, number 20, Dorian Zumwalt. And junior, number 80, Dylan Kaplan. So there's the starting D for the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks as they look to get over the 500 mark. Louisiana looking for their first win. We have the referee card, I think, coming up here pretty quick, so we'll take a break. We're getting closer to kickoff, about 14 minutes away here on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
It's time again for your annual mammogram, and Pike County Memorial Hospital is here for you. Now, state-of-the-art 3D mammography is closer to you than ever before. Receive the highest quality mammograms and bone density scans from our certified technologist right here in Pike County. Plus, your records and former scans can easily be transferred to us so we can keep everything up to date. It's state-of-the-art technology and the quality care you can count on right in your own backyard. For more information, go to pcmh-mo.org.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and you're home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home, insure with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
We'll have an extended halftime tonight as they do the homecoming ceremonies for both Clopton and Elsberry schools. We have about 12 minutes to go before we start this ball game here in Week 4. 1-1 Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks against the 0-3 Louisiana Bulldogs. First meeting is conference rivals, and the game officials for tonight. The referee is Mark Brassfield. The umpire is Brent Clare. The linesman is Jeff Meyer. The line judge is Jim Lawson, and the back judge is Trenton Black. So Mark Brassfield leading the crew here tonight, and he'll be signaling those calls up to us all night long.
The white hat, as they affectionately know the referee in football. Last time these two teams played was back in 2017, and it was a shootout. Clopton won 44-38, so we may see something similar to that tonight, huh?
2017 now, that was after Coach Pitzer was gone, so he wasn't the one slinging those passes.
No, those guys graduated in 2013, so they did not play Clopton-Elsberry at all because they were fully into the Clarence Cannon, and Clarence Cannon created a full schedule. If you recall, they didn't get to play Bowling Green for years and years. And it'll be interesting, thinking about going forward in the EMO conference. If forever the first game of the year was Bowling Green, Louisiana, and it was a big deal. It'll be interesting to see if they're able to regenerate that mentality and play that game, the first game of the year, every year, sometime starting in the near future. I grew up in Elsberry, and we didn't have football. Obviously, they're co-oping with Clopton now. When I went to college, a buddy of mine was from Bowling Green. He says, we got to go back home for the first football game. Well, we're playing Louisiana, at Louisiana. So we pull up in Louisiana. Of course, this was back before they had the fence around the field like they do now. They were standing 3 deep around the field.
Oh, wow.
Watching the game. There were no seats in the bleachers left. It was crazy. And be nice if you could get that going again here in the 2020s.
And even if it isn't felt as much on the field, or it will be in the stands. The fans, Bowling Green, Louisiana, they'll never give up that.
No.
That feeling.
Not at all.
We'll take a break here on Countdown to Kickoff as they play the national anthem. Come back with more after this on Eagle 102.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MERC mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
Nice job here at Clopton High School with the national anthem, a trumpet solo, and that was Elsberry student Josiah
Harris.
Yes, so nice job, Josiah, on the national anthem. Next week, Eagle 102 Sports will have 2 softball games, Tuesday and Thursday. Louisiana versus Clopton on Tuesday. Then Thursday, Van Far will host Bowling Green. And then on Friday, a week from tonight, Louisiana hosts Van Far Community R6 in Week 5 football on KJFM.
That'll be our first trip to Louisiana High School for a football game this year. And we'll see how they go into that game, whether they're 1-3 or 0-4 as they prepare to take on the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks here tonight.
They're going through the starting lineups here at the stadium as Clopton-Elsberry is yet to come out. They used to run down that hill. They don't run down the hill anymore. Maybe did somebody trip and fall or something at some point? I wonder why they got rid of that.
You got to figure that's what happened.
If it was a rolling team one week or something like that. But we're about 6 minutes away from kickoff. Clopton-Elsberry about to come to their sideline, and then they'll flip the coin and get this one kicked off here in Week 4 of Missouri High School football. And only one of these teams have played a full schedule so far. That's Louisiana, and they are 0-3, but have made strides. Coach Pitcher says they're getting better not every week but every day as they continue to grow together as a program.
And they will. They've gone through a period of time of not very many wins and not very many numbers. That's not grammatically correct, but they haven't had the numbers that they need to have a competitive football team. And now this year, Coach Pitcher's got the numbers up, and now you just build from there. And it's one brick at a time. They didn't build Rome in a day, so you're not going to turn a team that's been down for years into a contender overnight.
And I think they've got a certain level of buy-in with Coach Pitzer. He's not their age, but he's close. They listen to the same music.
Yeah.
They
you heard that interview too. I got a big kick out of that.
they like the same sort of things. So I think it's easy to build a relationship and inspire your friends and classmates to come out and join the team when you got a guy that they can identify with.
Gregory and my son were the same age, so I'm going to have a little session with Gregory about listening to the same music as these kids do. You got a kid that age. Is it music?
There's a few songs I like. I'm not going to say I hate everything at this point.
I've got a daughter that's a senior in college, and we went out with her one time last year, and what is this stuff? I've never heard of it in my life.
Now, there's some stuff that's just plain bad.
And then you play some 80s rock and roll for them, this generation, and they love it. They're like, whoa, wow, a little Foreigner, a little Boston, that kind of stuff. They're like, wow, this is pretty cool. But they haven't turned to that throwback music yet.
Yeah, my kid is not really. I guess there's a few groups from my era, the early mid-'90s that she likes, but it's either now or 70s and early 80s for her. So we'll see. We'll see how she turns out. We'll see how these kids turn out. Man. About 4 minutes to go. We'll take a quick break and have the coin toss for you next on Eagle 102.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader, Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
Captains go out to the 50-yard line along with the coaches for the coin toss. They'll go through a couple of ground rules and then flip that coin and get this game kicked off here in week 4. Clopton-Elsberry homecoming against the Louisiana Bulldogs tonight on KJFM. Glad you're with us. Mark Fronick, Jim Ross. Whether you're listening on the radio, listening on the website, watching on the website, listening on Alexa or the KJFM radio app, we're just glad you're with us one way or another.
If you want to listen or watch this game, you have no excuse. We're
everywhere.
We're everywhere.
The coaches have made it back to their respective sidelines, and it's just the two main captains out there flipping the coin.
Jacob Gray and Zach Evans for their respective clubs.
Coin in the air, shows it to both sides. And we'll see who won.
Looks like Louisiana wins the toss, and they'll defer. So they'll kick off to start the game.
Still going over some rules.
Well, they're deciding which way they're going to go. It looks like Louisiana will kick off from our left to our right. They're in our road whites with cardinal red numbers and trim. Clopton in their home blacks with red sleeves, black helmets. Both uniforms. We've got great numbers. White numbers for Clopton, big red numbers for Louisiana. So tonight we have no excuse.
Except for, being old and blind.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
That kind of goes without saying, though, right?
Exactly. So the kick team comes on for Louisiana. Kick return team for the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks. Jim said that Louisiana won the toss but deferred to the second half. And we already have an equipment issue. Someone running back to the locker room for Clopton-Elsberry carrying a shoe. That was Randy Freeborn. Luckily, he's not in the starting 11.
Yeah, that's a problem. Shoestring blew out or something, I guess. They used to have medicine kits when I grew up, and there was a little bit of everything in that medicine kit. Shoestrings, mouth guards, tape, pieces to your helmet. And of course, I don't think the pieces to the helmet come off like they used to. They're solid inside.
Well, we're ready for football here in week 4. And on to kick for the Bulldogs is number 34, Ryan Capps. Capps is really slimmed down.
Slimmed down, got a little meat on his bones in terms of muscle. You look at these guys, Evans, you talked about earlier, Capps. That strength's going to serve them well when we go to the hardwood here in about 2 months.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've got some big guys up front, Louisiana does, and that definitely will serve them well. That was a quick trip to the locker room. Freeborn all the way already back. Upman had to duck to get rid of that ball. And the IndianHawks return it out to the 30-yard line. Number 80 on the return, Dylan Kaplan for Clopton-Elsberry. About a 10-yard return.
15 yards from the 15 he picked it up. So a good start from their own 30. Little swiv kick that time to kind of.
Yeah, the up man had to duck out of the way of it.
So let's see if they want to pound the ball on the ground or if they're going to put it in the air. Looks like they're going to start behind center. See if Louisiana can stop the run.
Couple of men in the backfield in the I formation to start their first drive of the night. Two receivers on the near side, and the handoff will be to number 20 for the IndianHawks, Dorian Zumwalt, and he rumbles forward for about 3.
Second and 7 IndianHawks.
Zumwalt and Hall did the bulk of the ball carrying against Wright City when we had them. I don't know how they handled things last week.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much the same.
Second and 7 for Clopton-Elsberry. From the near hash, they set up. And another handoff to Zumwalt, and he's wrapped up immediately, makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Louisiana in a 4-3 defense to start. Pursuit's good so far.
Just underway, 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. Clopton-Elsberry facing a 3rd and 7 from their own 33.
See if they want to put it up here for the first time.
Back to throw, and they go to the far side, and it's almost picked. There on the coverage, was that Quincy Hutt?
Quincy Hutt and Harrison in there as well.
Yeah, Harrison had his hand on the ball.
So a good defensive stand for Louisiana on the first series, and it'll force Clopton to punt it away.
Back to punt is Zumwalt. And the deep man is going to be Tremaine Chapman.
Louisiana does have some speed in Chapman, Washington, Harrison.
They kick it to the near side away from the return man. And it'll be downed inside the 35 at the 34-yard line by Lucas Martin. So a 3 and out on the first possession for the IndianHawks. 10:33 to go here in the first quarter. And the Bulldog offense, led by quarterback Mason Washington, comes onto the field.
Similar field position for Louisiana on their first series. And let's see what they can do offensively. Harrison and actually Chapman have the most yards from scrimmage on the ground for Louisiana. So, but they go from the spread.
Running on first down, it's Harrison, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a half yard out to the 35. We'll call it 2nd and 9 on a gain of 1.
Wyatt Harrison stopped by several IndianHawks after a short gain. 2nd and about 9 Bulldogs.
That is a big defensive front, 4-man front for
it is.
The IndianHawks.
It is. They have the advantage size-wise compared to the Louisiana offensive line.
You got Evans coming off the end. They run it up the middle on a quarterback keeper. Washington gets out of one tackle, a leg tackle, and he rumbles forward. Ball comes out, and who's got it? Clopton-Elsberry says they do. The official word is Clopton-Elsberry ball. So a big turnover on a fumble by the quarterback. Mason Washington gives it back to the IndianHawks in Louisiana territory.
Can't do that. The key to every game is take care of the football, and you can't turn it over deep in your own end. And so Clopton will have their second series starting at the Louisiana 44.
Great field position to start this second drive of the ball game. Defense does their job for the IndianHawks to create the turnover. High formation on first down. Back to throw. He sets. He puts it upfield on the far side. Lots of contact, no flag. And incomplete. The intended target that time was Kaplan.
Yeah, pass was overthrown. They may have ruled it uncatchable. Was Martin in the game against Wright City, if he had any criticism of his passing, he was threw a lot of passes high. Wasn't getting his arm in the arm slot where it needs to be, and the ball was sailing on him a little bit, and that one did something similar.
Last week at Mark Twain, he threw the ball high, but that allowed his receivers to out-jump the Mark Twain corners. Running on second down, Zumwalt tried to go around a man. He could have got another couple yards had he kept his shoulder pads square, and he's brought down for a very short gain, if any. Now they're going to say back to the line of scrimmage, 3rd and 10.
So keeping Clopton behind the sticks is kind of key for Louisiana defense. Look for Clopton to try and find Evans here on 3rd and long.
Fantastic crowd here tonight, spread out the length of the field on their lawn chairs and blankets. Put a man in motion. That's Hill, and he's going to take the end around. To the near side, there's a flag on the play. Gabriel finally brought down, but there's going to be a hold, and this one's coming back.
He'll be about 2 yards short of the first down. They would be in 4 down, Terry, if they so desire. But as you said, it looks like the penalty is going to be against. Nope, it's going to be head-to-head contact, I think.
So
is that a 15-yarder? First penalty of the game.
And it looks like it's going to be 15.
It is a big one.
So that'll take them back across the 50-yard line all the way to their own 41. The first down marker is at the 34-yard line of the Bulldogs.
So Clopton wants to be careful here. You maybe want to try and get half of it back if you can. You don't want to turn the ball over.
They'll take it to the far hash.
Take your medicine and punt it away if you don't pick up decent yardage on this third down.
I bet he goes deep on this one. Got the big guys out on both sides.
Looks like Louisiana's in a man. They're going to run a little inside screen to Hill. He's got some room, got a head of steam going.
He got all the penalty yardage back, but it's going to be fourth and about now 10, maybe 11.
15 yards on the gain.
14 yards, 4th and 11, IndianHawks.
So this is an interesting position to be in. I think they'll go for it here.
They will. You know me. Early in the game like this, I'd punt it away and try and pin them deep in their own end. But the gunslingers that we have for coaches nowadays don't think that way.
On 4th and 11, back to throw. Right up the middle, it's caught by Evans. He's got first down yardage across the 30.
Slant pattern to Evans, and he was able to corral it for a gain of about 17. That pass right on the money. In stride, no less.
Takes him all the way down to the 30 is where they mark him down with 7:48 to go.
So we'll change it to 15 yards on the reception. What they had it marked about the 27 or 8.
1st and 10.
Draw play.
And that's Zumwalt up the middle. He's got good yardage on first down. He's going to get about 9 on that play. And it's going to be 2nd and 1 for the IndianHawks just outside of the 20-yard line. Make it the 22.
It's been all Zumwalt on the ground so far for the IndianHawks. Well-designed play after that long completion to Evans.
2nd and officially 2 with 7:05 to play in the first quarter. Second offensive series for Clopton-Elsberry. Trying to draw off Louisiana with a long count here. Now he snaps the ball. He's going to pass it near side, looking end zone, and all sorts of contact, and it's dropped by number 99 for the IndianHawks, Gabriel Hill.
Well, that's what you talked about last week. That was just thrown up as a jump ball. Put the big 6'5" Hill out there and see if he can out-jump the cornerback.
The ball dropped to his chest and straight through his arms. It was almost like trying to catch a punt.
Yeah, it wasn't a tight spiral, so the ball hung up a little bit in the air and made it a little more challenging for him to catch it.
3rd and 2. For Clopton-Elsberry. And they run for the first down, and it's going to be short, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like they may have lost a yard.
So 4th and 2. He got back to the line, they said.
That was a weird-looking snap. A bunch of people moved and a bunch of people didn't. So somebody forgot the snap count or something.
Clock running toward the midway point of this first quarter. No score here from Clopton High School on homecoming night.
Martin could have very well just called his number with the center at the line of scrimmage and tried to catch everybody sleeping, but it didn't work.
On 4th and 2. Pitch out to the near side, and that's Zumwalt, and he gets first down yardage, reverses field back inside the 10 to about the 7-yard line. And a fresh set, it's going to be 1st and goal for the IndianHawks.
Gain of about 13 for Zumwalt.
1st and goal.
On the sweep. He was able to get to the corner and found some space. Tried to cut it back inside. Did pick up a couple extra yards after that.
5:40 to play as they break the huddle. 25 on the play clock. Still in that I formation. Back to throw. Puts it across the middle to Evans, and he's in for the score. 7-yard touchdown, 5:25 to play here in the first quarter. And the IndianHawks jump ahead 6-0 here in the first. Just a nice
slant pattern, just like they ran for the first down, and good for the touchdown.
Check it on the replay if you're watching on KJFMradio.com. And just like you said, no pump, anything, just found Evans open in the flat, and now the extra point. And it is partially blocked, I think. 5:25 to play, 6-0. Indian Hawks lead here in the early going over Louisiana. Week 4 action on Eagle 102.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Martin to Evans for 7 yards and a score. Extra point blocked. 5:25 to play here in the first quarter. 6-0. Clopton-Elsberry leads Louisiana as the team's about to come out for the kickoff.
Good drive by the Indian Hawks. Survived a major penalty in that drive. Converted a 4th down, a 4th and 10 actually, and put it in for the touchdown.
5:25 remaining here in the first quarter. So they took advantage of that turnover, that fumble, that Washington, after a good run. When he got tripped up, the ball came loose.
You have to take care of the football. Any coach anywhere will tell you if you lose the turnover battle, more than likely you're going to lose the football game.
Not always the case, but more often than not. And so here's the big question mark for Clopton-Elsberry. Can they cover this kickoff?
Well, my guess is they spent a little time on that this week. I'll be curious to see if they kick it deep.
The rumor is mixed results. Working on that over the past 2 weeks.
Well, it's all about staying in your lanes, lane discipline, I think they call it, on special teams. And if you don't do that, bad things happen.
Kaplan will kick off. He puts the arm high. And they're going to try an onside kick. Makes it through the first, and now it is a live ball. Picked up by Louisiana. They're coming to the near side with it, and they've got room. And he's on the sideline, finally knocked out. That's number 10, Tremaine Chapman on the return, and it's a big one for the Bulldogs.
From the 32-yard line of Louisiana all the way down to the, 37? Is that where they're going to mark it?
The 32.
The 32 to the 32.
And that one wasn't about lanes.
No,
that was like some of the broken plays we saw in Bowling Green last week.
Exactly. That thing was blown up. The onside kick actually kind of worked as Louisiana fumbled it around, but then Chapman got a nice bounce on the last bounce and found some space outside.
They put Chapman in motion on first down, hand off to him on the far side, trying to go around the edge, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage. I think that's going to be about it.
Ran the jet sweep that time, but Clopton strung it out nicely. Took him from the near hash all the way to the far sideline, and you're right, it looks like they might give him
one.
Maybe. Yeah, we'll call it short one. Chapman's first carry of the night.
Harrison lined up in the backfield this time alongside the quarterback, Washington. I like these Bulldog uniforms.
They are sweet, aren't they? The home uniforms are sweet as well.
Give is to Harrison, and he's snuffed out immediately. Body's still falling. He'll lose 2 on the play, maybe 3.
And the ball came out again.
Are you kidding?
No.
And Clopton-Elsberry got it again.
Looks like big number 71.
Jacob Wolanski.
Mercy, mercy, mercy. Another fumble. Can't do that. 4:23 in the first.
6-0. Clopton-Elsberry, and they have the ball again. So the Indian Hawk defense has done well, and now we've got an official's timeout with 4:23 on the clock. We'll take a break, come back with more Week 4 action after this on Eagle 102.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. I'm State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock, and I'm ready to help you save. Call me today at 573-754-5575 or visit us in Louisiana, just a block up from the river. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center in all parts.
4:23 to go. First quarter, 6-0 Clopton-Elsberry. They scored after a Louisiana fumble. Now they've gotten another Louisiana fumble and go back to work on their third possession after a 3-and-out their first series of the ball game. Running? No. Quarterback sets up, and he's going deep with it to the near side, and it is incomplete. Flag on the play. They're going to get Mason Washington for pass interference.
They may.
There was 2 flags thrown.
He had inside. He didn't have inside position actually. Washington had inside position.
So do you think they'd call offensive?
Well,
no, it is defensive.
It is defensive. So a 10-yard penalty on Louisiana. Yeah, I don't know. You know, when you throw it up for grabs like that, I don't know how you can call pass interference on anybody.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of crazy. It's basically a jump ball. Who's going to block out and get it in basketball? You don't call blocking out foul on guys blocking out unless they're pushing them all over the place, which wasn't the case there. But it's a first down nonetheless for the Indian Hawks.
Takes it near midfield. To the 50-yard line, it'll be 2nd and 8. You know, I was actually thinking that
Your
might...
401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor, at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Gain of 5 on 2nd down for Evans, so they've gone to Hill and Evans on consecutive plays.
Well, we didn't mention it much, but Hall, one of the running backs, he's a little banged up after last week, so they're going to hold him out unless absolutely necessary is the word that I got.
They didn't give him quite 5, so it's going to be 3rd and 4 for Clopton-Elsberry from the 46-yard line. They put Hill in motion again. It's a quarterback keeper, and he lifted up his head, and all he saw was number 51, Wyatt Early, for the Louisiana Bulldogs. He'll lose 2.
Yeah, they faked that jet sweep that time, which they've run a couple of times, and the defense didn't buy it at all. And it'll force 4th and, as you said, short 5.
Early right on time that time to get the quarterback trying to run to the far sideline. Down to 2:26 to play here in the first quarter of this ball game from Clopton-Elsberry High School.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Over to the far side on 4th down. The pass is complete to Kaplan, and he's brought down at the first down marker. It's going to be a fresh set for the Indian Hawks.
Another nice bullet pass that time by Martin, right on the money. Kaplan had the football wherewithal to make sure he got to the sticks, barely, and picks up the first down.
He was exactly at the line marker there. Down to 2 minutes to go in the quarter. Clopton-Elsberry trying to add to their 6-0 lead here over Louisiana. Pitch out to the near side. Zumwalt fumbled it for a second in his hands or bobbled it, brought it under control, and he's finally drugged down by Chapman on the near sideline after a nice gain of about 9 on first down.
Yeah, we'll have to see where they mark it. It'll be close to first down.
They'll put it at the 31-yard line. It is enough. He gets 10 exactly. Move the chains.
He got to the outside. Clopton's not lightning fast, a foot, but Zumwalt of the fellows that run the football is the fastest of the crew, and he showed a little speed around the corner that time.
Down to a minute 14 to play here in the first quarter. Inside handoff this time. Rumbling forward is Twellman, and he'll get about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 6 with a minute to go here in the quarter.
His first carry of the night.
About 4, 2nd and 6, IndianHawks.
As we're under a minute to play. Did you say that?
Right at a minute.
They'll have to run one more play as the play clock's at 26.
Martin brings the play in from the near sideline. Now they'll break the huddle with 20 on the play clock, 38 on the game clock. First quarter winding down, IndianHawks up by 6. They put Evans in motion to the far side. Rolling out is Martin, and he short hops Evans on the far sideline.
Well, they finally put some pressure. Caps got to Martin that time and forced the incompletion. Martin had to get rid of it a little faster than he wanted to.
Clock stops with 26 seconds to go, and I think Coach Wolansky was wanting a roughing the passer after that. Not going to get it on that play.
No, not even close.
But you can always lobby. Looks
Sure.
good with your players.
Lobbying for the next one. That's what they do. Trust me. My 27 years of doing that, you can figure these coaches out.
Yeah. Third down, and along 6, a pitch out this time to the near side, and Zumwalt gets away from a man on the near sideline, moves that pile forward, and he's going to have first down yardage inside the 20 to about the 15. That is a tough run there. He jumped on the sled and pulled the pack.
About 13 on the carry after being hit before he got to the yard to gain. That play right there is emblematic of Louisiana's problem all year. Unable to tackle. They had him corralled with 3 or 4 guys, and he was able to break through for the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter here from Clopton High School. It's the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks 6, Louisiana nothing on Eagle 102.
Bank from anywhere with Bank of Louisiana's new Freedom Checking account. No minimum balance, no monthly fees, and free access to all of our mobile and online banking services like mobile check deposit, text banking, and online bill pay. Bank on your own terms with Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana. Stop by either Bank of Louisiana location today for more details or to open an account. Bank of Louisiana, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Phone data rates may still apply. Check with your carrier for details. Freedom Checking from Bank of Louisiana.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Quick moving first quarter in the books here from Clopton High School. Homecoming night for the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks. They lead Louisiana 6-0, and they're knocking on the door again after a nice run to end the first quarter by Dorian Zumwalt.
It's like a minute 27 to play in the first. Wright City leads, or trails Bowling Green 15-0 late in the first.
And they'll switch sides here to the south end zone. That's where Clopton-Elsberry's heading now for a first down and 10 from the 15. 12 minutes on the clock. We're ready for the second quarter.
A couple other scores for you in the first quarter. Centray and Monroe City 0-0 in a big Clarence Cannon Conference matchup. Brookfield leads Palmyra at the end of 6-0. You ever been to Brookfield to a game there?
I have not.
They don't play at the school. They play downtown in one of the old stadiums, and it is a cool place for a football game.
Huh. Yeah, another one bit the dust when Palmyra moved into their new facility. That was a neat field.
And Palmyra's new field is sweet.
Throwing on first down, and that is caught for a touchdown. Great route to the far side, and that's Gabriel Hill on the 15-yard reception to start the second quarter. 11:54 to play in the quarter, and it's 12-0 Indian Hawks with the extra point yet to come. And let's take another look at that one. If you're watching on KJFMradio.com, he just dropped back and heaved that thing, and Hill was 3 yards past his closest defender, and that's an easy score for the Indian Hawks.
Just ran a fly pattern and ran right by the cornerback, and the pass was on the money.
This extra point is good. So 13-0 our score. Clopton-Elsberry leads to start the second quarter here in the high school football game of the week on Eagle 102.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice.
Martin to Hill for 15 yards and a touchdown, extra point good, and it's 13-0 Indian Hawks here early in the second quarter.
Well, the story of the game so far is 2 turnovers for Louisiana, and Clopton-Elsberry's converted both of them into points, touchdowns in both cases. And Louisiana ought to be learning very fast. You got to take care of the football.
That's the key to every game. You know, we do the keys to the game. Sometimes we talk about it, sometimes we don't, but it's a key every game.
Yeah,
take care of the football.
It's probably the main key to any game, actually, because the Louisiana defense really hasn't played that bad. But their turnovers have put them in a bad way in terms of field position. And Clopton-Elsberry's been able to convert.
So Kaplan on to kick off. And it's another onside kick attempt, this time picked up by the up man, and he brings it across the 50 to about the 48 of the Indian Hawks. Couldn't see who the
big number 51, wide early. Lineman running back the kick. Got about 5 yards out of it.
Rumbled across the 50, and I think that was the big way that Clopton-Elsberry was going to combat the kick game. If you don't kick deep, you can't out-kick your coverage, right?
Exactly. That's exactly right. What is it? If you kick it out of bounds, it goes to the 35?
Or they can make you re-kick.
Right. Most cases, they take it at the 35. Might just want to kick it out of bounds. Or I think maybe it's at the 35 if the kick is past the 35.
Exactly.
If it's short of the 35, you can take it at the spot it goes out of bounds. Somebody that really knows the rules probably need to call in and tell us what that really is.
Pass to the far side. It's behind the line of scrimmage, and he's caught. Oh, my goodness. He went the wrong way, and it's snuffed out rather quickly back there.
Yeah, Mason Hutt in trouble. You got to go, well, in this field, you got to go north-south. And he was going the wrong direction, and a big loss on the catch.
His shoulder pads were going east and west, and his feet were heading south.
Looks like a loss of about 8.
All the way back to the 44-yard line of the Bulldogs.
So the first pass by the Dogs goes in reverse.
Harrison moved. Now he'll get the handoff, gets through the front 4, and brought down by the linebackers after a gain of about 5. Harrison can he can bust one.
He can. A little bit too much of the juking and jiving right now. Run straight, run hard, run straight. Wait for the hole to open up. He's not a very big guy. Got some speed, as we said. Now they'll go trips left and doubles to the right, empty backfield.
Steps up, throws across the middle. It's tipped and incomplete. Intended target was Tremaine Chapman.
Just off his fingertips. Nice little deep slant pattern that time. But unable to convert. It'll be 4th down. See if they want to punt it away, which I would guess they would.
Yeah, Washington heads to the sideline. They will bring on the punt team and number 34 back there, Ryan Capps, to try and kick it away.
He's back about 15 yards. Let's see how the snap goes with this.
That is a long way behind the line of scrimmage. Did not want to get that one blocked.
Good
fair
kick and
catch,
fair
caught
catch
for, and it actually hit the heel of Chapman, I believe, and bounces back. So they'll down it right there, where it hit him inside the Indian Hawk 30 to about the 27.
And that's where the Indian Hawks will take over. They lead it 13-0. 10-17 to play here in the first half. Forget we'll have homecoming festivities. 2 queens and 2 kings here at the Clopton-Elsberry Consolidated Football Team's homecoming.
$13-0 Indian Hawks as they start their next series. This is their 4th offensive series. They've scored on the last 2. I guess this would be their 3rd, really. To the near side, no, it'd be the 4th. They didn't score on the first one, but Zumwalt's going to try and change that as he gets all the way across the 50, actually across the 35 to 31 of the Bulldogs. That is a huge gain to start this drive.
About a 2 yards?
Mm-hmm.
And probably Louisiana got away with a horse collar at the end of that.
Yeah, could have very easily added 15 more to the end.
First and 10.
So that gives Zumwalt 90 yards from the ground here in the first half.
Wow. First and 10. Clopton-Elsberry in business again. Over to the far side. It's a keeper for Martin, and he's tripped up in the secondary. Gets all the way down to the 14-yard line of the Bulldogs. That's another good gain on a first down run.
17-yard carry for Martin on the keeper.
After a gain of 11. Sorry, gain of 16.
Down to 9:47 to play in the second quarter.
On the Bulldog. 14 yards.
Clopton-Elsberry rolling right now offensively.
They are. Got Louisiana on their heels and keep it rolling downhill, as they say.
I think they're going to the air here on first down from the, 14? Put Hill in motion. They give it to him. He cuts it up the field, bounces off a man over to the far side, rumbling forward, and he stops short of the first down, but inside the 5-yard line of the Bulldogs.
They've run that play a lot to Hill and Evans. Looks like they'll give him 8 on the carry that time.
They've got a lot of different looks offensively.
Well, they have. They have opened up their playbook, if you will, compared to what we saw or what I saw in the first game against Wright City.
2nd and 2, 8:50 to play in the half. They get them to jump, and it's going to be first and goal for Clopton-Elsberry.
A little half the distance to the goal, so that'll be about a 3-yard penalty, it looks like.
Take them from the 6 to about the 3, and it'll be first and goal from that spot. So Clopton-Elsberry really set up now. They've had 2 passing touchdowns as Lucas Martin has hit Zach Evans and Gabriel Hill.
Well, they've got the big backs and the big tight end, and they can do whatever they want. The playbook's wide open right here.
I think they're going to try and get the running game a touchdown here. Zumwalt bounces off a man and is brought back. That's big number 77, Jordan Luck for Louisiana, to stop him for no gain.
Yeah, actually lost a yard. Yep.
So they lose one back to the 4.
Clopton in no hurry.
7:57 to play. It's 2nd and goal from the 4. Martin pitch out this time to Zumwalt. The edge wasn't there. He reverses back to the middle, and he's crushed. Couple of Bulldogs there. Couldn't see who got the big hit on him.
Early was in on the tackle.
He's a hitter.
No gain, it looks like, on the carry.
3rd and goal, and when do you go to the air?
Well, Martin's a big kid. You run that jet sweep again, maybe to Hill or Evans. Hill's in the slot.
He is passing, and that one is caught, and Evans is in for the score. 4-yard touchdown for the Indian Hawks to make it 19-0 with 7:02 to play here in the first half.
It looks like that's their go-to play, the slant to Evans. Gets man-to-man coverage on the outside, beats his guy to the inside, and a bullet pass by Martin good for the 4-yard touchdown.
Just nice and simple. Found him right across the middle, and he leans in, then falls over a man to get the score.
Looks like they'll go for 2 here to try and make it a 3-touchdown lead.
Same formation as on the touchdown. It's a pitch out to Zumwalt, and he's got the edge for a 2-point conversion. Dylan Zumwalt makes it 21-0. That's not Dylan, it's Dorian. Oh, man, I had the wrong Zumwalt. 7:02 to play here in the first half. 21-0. Clopton-Elsberry leads Louisiana in Week 4 on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Brown's Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
All Clopton-Elsberry here, all Bowling Green down at Wright City.
22-0 early in the second. Bowling Green on top. So they're flexing their muscles a little bit. Down in, I guess that's Warren County, isn't it, right, City?
Yes, it is, yeah. Last week going into the game, we were calling them the best winless team in the state, and now they got that first win, and they're starting to roll.
Yeah, I think, after their start with Oak Grove and Palmyra, your schedule can't help but get a little bit easier because you played 2 state-ranked teams right out of the gate, and they played Palmyra close in a 13-0 game. And so, you can expect Bowling Green to go on a little bit of a roll here, I would think, here as we move forward.
Indian Hawks rolling, looking for their second consecutive win. And another short kick and falling on it at the 48 is number 51 for Louisiana, Wyatt Early.
Well, I guess that's keeping them from giving up kickoff returns, but man, you're giving up good field position, and that can come back to haunt you at some point.
Yeah, you give them a short field, they can break it on one play.
Exactly.
Louisiana has speed. They've got playmaker abilities.
Looks like Louisiana's going to change quarterbacks. Number 3 comes in, Luis Mahara.
And he runs it up the gut on first down across the 50 to the 45-yard line of the Indian Hawks, and that's a nice gain for Luis on first down.
Yeah, work on your Spanish, would you?
I think you were close.
Was I?
Yeah.
That was just a wild guess, I can tell you that.
I mean, I could Americanize it real easy. But
Luis.
But I won't go that route. To the near side, and Monharaz
Going to have first down.
takes it to the 40 and does have that first down.
Picks up another 5. They've got, I don't know what you call it. They've got 3 running backs, quote-unquote blockers in the backfield in front of the quarterback, and the quarterback's run the last 2 plays.
Yeah, it's definitely a different look with Luis in there, and he's going to throw here.
And there's
on
nobody
first down,
wide open.
all the way open on the other side, and just walking in for the touchdown is Tremaine Chapman to make it 21-6 here with 6:07 to play in the first half of this ball game. That is just blown coverage and a beautiful pitch and catch.
It was. There wasn't a defender within 15 yards of him.
And watch it again on KJFMradio.com, and boy, he just stepped up and threw it, and Tremaine just tiptoes into the end zone for an easy score. So they'll bring on the kick team to try and punch through the extra point. They're on the board. And the kick is blocked. So it remains 21-6. 6:07 to play here in the first half. Clopton-Elsberry has given up a touchdown. Louisiana on the board for the first time tonight. We'll continue with more Game of the Week action after this on Eagle 102.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. So easy, anyone can use them. Once you try it, you'll just have to buy it. Stop by Bowling Green Tractor to see how easy yard work can be. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, County Market, Louisiana, and Bowling Green Insurance.
So Monjarez to Chapman.
Oh, did you get the official pronunciation?
Yeah, there's coaches over there. I just asked them.
So the J's not silent like it normally is in Spanish.
Yeah, it doesn't roll through. Yeah. You know, if I would have just gotten my
Monharaz sounded pretty a little cooler, didn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
We'll go with the way his name's really supposed to be pronounced.
Well, Luis has an arm, and he throws a touchdown.
Watching in the pregame, he was overthrowing everything. But you could tell arm strength-wise compared to Washington that he had the better arm strength, and showed it right there.
Midway point of the second quarter, and Louisiana has gotten themselves on the scoreboard, and a little bit of a heartbeat now from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and that switch, that was all him. 12 yards rushing and then a 39-yard touchdown pass. And we talked about giving him the short field. That's a pretty good example. 3 plays and you got a touchdown. So I don't know. Maybe you got to think about kicking it deep and take your chances and see what happens.
Well, I figured out at least part of the issue is the one time in the game that the 11 core players get to take off. That's their breather is kickoffs, and they've already been told if the second stringers can't stop it, they're going to be in there for those plays too.
So Louisiana does the same thing, an onside kick,
and falling on it is the up man. That time it's Evans. And Clopton-Elsberry will take over with good field position at their own 41.
First and 10 IndianHawks from their own 41.
Kind of a premium on a good kicker, huh?
And both these teams, their kickers aren't bad.
No. And if you recall, Montgomery had a really good kickoff man. He kicked it so deep, he out-kicked the coverage, and Bowling Green started that game on their first possession with a 90-yard touchdown return as well.
First and 10 for the IndianHawks, and it's on the ground on first down, and cut down as he gets to the line is Zumwalt. There on the stop for the Bulldogs. Was that
for a loss of 1?
Was that Early again?
I think it was, yes. Early's been pretty active in there so far. He and Russell Price.
So 2nd and 11 after a loss of 1, 5.5 to play. As the clock keeps rolling here, play clock down to 17 as they break the huddle. 14 as they get to the line. 2 receivers on the near side, 1 to the far side for the Indian Hawks, and they're running again. Nope, they're going to pass. Comes to the near side for Gabriel Hill, and he has to fight forward for a gain of 3. It'll be, actually they'll give him 4, and it's going to be 3rd and 7.
Chapman on the tackle from the cornerback position, giving up about 6 inches and 40 pounds to Hill.
Yep. He got the arms locked around those legs, though, and pulled down Gabriel for a 4-yard gain.
So a manageable 3rd down for the Indian Hawks, and they've shown that they're going to go for it most all of the time.
Mm-hmm. Leading 21-6 here in the 2nd quarter. And he's going to step up. Will he catch him from behind? Yes, he will. Who was that? 34, Ryan Capps. Loss of 2 on the play, and it's going to be 4th and 9. Nice play by Capps. Never gave up pursuit.
Well, let's see if they want to punt it away or not. I don't think you want to give Louisiana the ball at the short field again, do you?
No, they got Kaplan out there to punt. And they're going to punt. It's going to be a long snap for them, too. Return man sets up at the, back up from the 35 to the 30.
I think that's Chapman, isn't it?
Kick comes straight up the middle. He can run into it, but he falls down. Did he touch it?
No, it bounced over the top of him. A break for Louisiana there. As Chapman lost his footing, that could have been disaster.
And that ball will be down inside the 20 at the 19. So the punt works out pretty well for Clopton-Elsberry.
Great roll. Yeah, it turns out, let's see. The ball was on about the 40. And it's 20 down to the 20. Yeah, so 40-yard punt, huh?
So what do you think about old Joe Buck making the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
That was pretty awesome the way they pulled that off.
It seems like him and Troy Aikman. The ball is out again. Louisiana had a chance to fall on it. It was still loose, and who got it? Clopton-Elsberry, I think, has it again, and they're going to have great field position if they do.
They're going to say Louisiana has it.
Down by.
Yep, they're cranking the clock. But a loss all the way back inside the 10.
Louisiana will maintain possession.
Man, Louisiana can't hang on to the football. Unbelievable. Yeah, that was a loss of
a lot. Over probably 13,
11,
14 yards.
Yeah, 12. Yeah, let's call it 12. That was Mahara.
Down to 3 minutes to go, and Louisiana, I think, wants to burn a little clock here now.
Now they're in a peck of trouble.
The snap was high. Keeper for Manjarez, and he's got good yardage all the way out to the 35. They'll give him right short of the 35 and enough for a first down.
Ran the option, so a 29-yard gain on the carry.
Good yardage all the way out to the 35. They'll give him right short of the 35 and enough for a first down.
Ran the option, so a 29-yard gain on the carry.
That's a game changer there.
Yeah, faked the handoff to the running back who was Harrison and pulled it back and found some yardage.
Throwing this time to the near side for Washington, and he's taken out of bounds to stop the clock with 2:19 to play. It's going to be a gain of about 5, maybe 6.
Call it 6.
And we're down to 2:18 to play, 2:19.
All of a sudden, Louisiana on the move.
Fakes the handoff again, takes it to the far side, and that one's caught. bounces off his defender and finally brought down. That's a great catch
Ooh, yeah.
by Quincy Hutt.
All hands went up and got the high pass.
That's highlight reel there.
That was 5, 10, 15, 20, 24 yards on the reception.
Down to 2:10 to play in the half. Louisiana trying to get closer. First 3 scores were by the Indian Hawks. Louisiana answers back with one, and they go up the gut. And that
Harrison
is another good run for Harrison. Gain of what, 12?
12, yep.
Takes it inside the 25 to the 24-yard line.
Going with the quick strike, hurry-up offense.
Trying to wear out this Clopton-Elsberry defense. Another run. Another give to Harrison. Ball's loose.
Fumbled it again.
And he's brought down.
Man, oh, man, I know what they're going to work on. It's ball security. Mercy, mercy.
That'll keep the clock running most likely. No, they take a timeout immediately to stop it with 1:34 to play in the first half. It's going to be 2nd and 16, 17 when we come back. 21-6. Clopton-Elsberry leads. Louisiana is moving the ball when we return on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity and lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank and Bowling Green Tractor.
Louisiana just having trouble holding on to the football. They kept possession after 2 fumbles on this drive.
Yeah, 4 total fumbles in the game, 2 of which they lost. And you're right, they were able to recover. They were lucky on both of them that they were recovered by a Bulldog. So the drive stays alive late here in the first half.
After they recovered their own fumble last time, you had the big play from the quarterback Monjarez. And let's see if they can repeat that here. Another play that length is almost a touchdown. He's throwing this time, goes far side with it, has a man open, and it is incomplete. Oh, that was a great attempt. And just coming up a little short of that ball was Tremaine Chapman. He gave it all he had for sure.
And he was open. He beat the corner once again, just slightly overthrown.
3rd and 16 for the Bulldogs.
That'll bring up 3rd and 17, 3rd and 16. With 1:27 to go, the clock stops on the incompletion.
A little play action pass there to hold the linebackers.
Just off the fingertips.
So now, well, they didn't start the play clock very quick, did they? Because it's only down to 25.
3rd down. Back to throw again. Luis puts it across the middle this time, and it's picked off. That's Hill. And Gabriel brings it back. 3rd turnover by the Bulldogs tonight. 1st interception. And the Indian Hawks take over 1st and 10 and lead this game 21-6 with 1:19 to go in the half.
Well, you can't do that. We've said it ad nauseum. No point in continuing to repeat it, but you got to take care of the football. So let's see if the Indian Hawks want to open it up here in the last 1:19 with their 2-minute offense. They've got timeouts to use.
1st and 10. And back to throw is Martin, putting it up near side, and it is caught by Kaplan, and he drags his man across the 35 to about the 32-yard line. That is an excellent throw and catch from Martin to Kaplan. Wow. Hit him in stride.
45 yards.
with a man on his back, and I got to watch that one more time, Jim Ross. Just perfect protection, bullet throw, and right into the waiting arms of Kaplan.
Perfect.
1st and 10. He's going to throw again. No, he steps up in the pocket this time trying to get around a man, and he won't go anywhere. 2 Bulldogs and a timeout taken by the Indian Hawks with 41.9 seconds to go. 21-6. Clopton-Elsberry with the lead and the ball on Louisiana on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicki Cadwallader Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
The throw from Lucas Martin to Dylan Kaplan has set up Clopton-Elsberry. Time is a factor, 41.9 seconds to go in the half, and they still have to clear over 30 yards, 32 to be exact.
Still have all their timeouts, though, so they can muster up some clock management. Got a chance to score one more time before half.
41.9 seconds to go in the first half of this ball game. Halftime show coming up as he puts the ball in the air to the far side into double coverage, and that's picked off in the end zone. Washington will take it to the far sideline, finally brought down with 25 seconds to go in the half.
Yeah, about a 45-yard return out to the 40. Out to 42 is where they're going to mark it looks like. And because he caught that about 2 yards deep in the end zone. First turnover of the game for the Indian Hawks.
And if you're Coach Greg Pitzer, you got the arm of Monjaras out there, or his legs. Both can be game breakers. We'll see what they do if they try and go for something here.
Well, why not, you know? No gusto, right? No glory?
Yeah. 25.1 seconds to go. They have to do it in one, maybe two plays.
Man-to-man defense by Clopton, and a swing pass was thrown straight into the ground.
Pass intended for number 11.
About 3 yards short on a 5-yard pass.
Yeah. Fortunately for them, it was a forward pass and not a lateral.
Yeah. Well, they'll have 3 shots because there's 22.4 on the clock. That took almost as much time as spiking the ball. Good protection this time. Comes to the near side and unable to make that fingertip catch is Washington. He was trying to catch and turn upfield all in one motion, and the ball goes to the turf.
Yeah, Manjares got hit right as he turned loose of it. Maybe bothered him directionally a little bit.
And Washington comes over, gives him a 5. They talk about it and see what they want to do here with 18.1 seconds to go in the half.
Well, maybe you want to just run it. Although, as I said, Clopton's got a couple timeouts still, as does Louisiana.
18.1 is the time remaining. Manjaris going to take it himself, goes to the far side, and he gets about 5. And the clock will run inside 10 seconds, and I think that's going to do it for the half. They're not going to take a timeout. And the teams will head to the end of the field. Nope, they're going to take a timeout. They're going to take a timeout with 1 second and still 55 yards to clear to try and get their second score. 1 second on the clock, 21-6. Clopton-Elsberry leads Louisiana Bulldogs with the ball when we return on KJFM.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green. We've got something for everybody's budget. Everything from $1,000 all the way up to $35,000. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. If you're looking for a particular vehicle and you don't see it on the lot or the website, let me know, and I'll do my best to find it for you. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
1 second to go here in the first half of this ball game, 21-6. Is the Clopton-Elsberry lead. Louisiana facing a 4th and 5 and 55 yards between them and the goal line, and that's the goal here on this play is the goal line. So looks like Clopton-Elsberry just going into a prevent defense. They put the D-backs about 20 yards back off the line.
This is going to be some sort of Hail Mary, hook and ladder or something crazy. You've got quad receivers to the left, single receiver to the right.
Backing up to throw. He puts it in the air to the near side.
Uh-oh.
And that is picked off and brought down. So another interception, second interception of the game as Dorian Zumwalt picks this one off to end the first half of the ball game. 21-6, and the Bulldogs will have the ball to start the second half of this ball game. We'll take a break, come back. Homecoming festivities on the way here during the halftime show. Mark Ronick, Jim Ross here in week number 4, Clopton-Elsberry in Louisiana on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs and stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hi, I'm Keith Oakes, Director of Physical Therapy. I'm Eric Schaefer. I work in physiotherapy, and I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. And I choose Pike County Memorial Hospital.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose to work at Pike County Memorial Hospital. Choose a hospital where you're more than just a patient. You're our friend, family member, and neighbor. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and your home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home and share with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
2 quarters in the books. Kind of exciting here at Clopton High School tonight. The Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks score 3 times on their first 4 possessions. And then Louisiana changes quarterbacks and had a spark from the sophomore Luis Manjarez.
They did, but the turnovers.
Yeah.
4 turnovers in the first half and 2 other fumbles that they recovered to boot. And it takes the steam out of any momentum you have going when you turn the ball over like that. And that take away those turnovers, of which Clopton-Elsberry scored touchdowns on 2 of those turnovers. And that's basically the difference in the game right now.
So the scoring plays so far in this ball game, it was the arm early of the quarterback for the IndianHawks, Lucas Martin, doing some damage.
Yeah, the first quarter, a 7-yard pass to Evans on a slant pattern. That put him up 6-0 as the kick failed. Then in the second quarter, another pass from Martin to Hill this time from 15 yards out. And then he hit Evans one more time from 4 yards out on the same slant pattern from the other side. And it was 21-0. Then Louisiana got on the board with 6:07 to play in the second on a 39-yard pass from Manjarez on a blown coverage from Manjarez to Chapman. from, like I say, from 39 yards out there. Extra point was blocked, and that gives us our score 21-6 here at half. Looking at some of the stats for you on the ground, Clopton rushed the ball for 119 yards to 65 for Louisiana through the air. Martin was 8 for 11 for 110 yards, while the two quarterbacks from Louisiana were 4 for 8 for 61 yards. Return yardage 15 for Clopton, 40 for Louisiana. So total offensive yardage in that first half, Clopton 244 and Louisiana 166 yards.
And the almost done going through the attendance for Clopton. They still have to go through the Elsberry attendance. So I'll tell you who they are. For Clopton, the ninth grade attendance, Stacia Talbert and Michael Morrow. The sophomores, Shanna Yates and Holden Strawby. The junior attendants, Abigail Patchen and Connor Olson. And the seniors, which are coming through the line right now, are Taylor Akers and Zach Evans. For Elsberry, the freshmen are Lorene Edwards and Kevin Seeley. The sophomores are Addison Steele and Josh Wolansky. The juniors, Katina Galati and Sean White. And the seniors are Madison Leckby and Brady Hubbard. The king and queen from last year for Clopton-Elsberry were Stephanie Talbert and Chance Lucas. I'm not sure if they're here or not tonight. The retiring queens for Elsberry, Megan Moyer and Dorian Zumwalt. So, yeah, he's here because he's running the ball still for the Indian Hawks. And then the Princess and Prince Daisy Stribling and Andrew Harvey for this homecoming game as they bring in those youngsters to bring in the crowns for the king and queen. Then they'll announce the Elsberry homecoming court. About 15 minutes to go before we start quarter number 2. 21-6 is the lead for Clopton-Elsberry. They scored those on first three of their 4 possessions. That didn't make sense at all, but
Easy
it made
for you
sense
to
to me.
say.
Yeah. I will take a break, come back. I'll try and reset my brain.
Get yourself a Mountain Dew.
And we'll see about some scores from around the area after this on KJFM.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercPK Mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
High School Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
So the king and queen have been crowned for Clopton. They have yet to do the Elsberry portion of this. So it's Zach Evans and Taylor Akers. Zach from the football team, Taylor from the softball team. And congratulations to them. So we will now refer to Zach as King Evans the rest of the ball game here in Week 4. We have any updates from around the area as far as scores go?
Well, certainly. A lot of scores, a lot of halftime scores. Bowling Green, they lead Rice City 34-0 at half. North Shelby leads Schuyler County 48-0, one of the top-ranked 8-man teams around, or in the state, I should say. Clark County leads South Shelby 34-0 at half. Hannibal 42-7 over Fulton. Also a halftime score. Well, let's see. I had some other ones. Where'd they go? Centralia leads Monroe City 6-0 at half as well.
That's one of those smash mouth type games.
Yeah, it's another one, smash mouth. Palmyra at Brookfield. Palmyra took the lead in the second quarter. They lead 12-6 at half. And ironically, no score on the Van Far game or the Mark Twain game. Van Far North Callaway, Mark Twain at Missouri Military.
Well, have to check the Twittersphere or some other contacts.
I was going to say, where's some of your roving reporter friends from Vandalia? Because I was unable to come up with anything on those two games, and they should be at half. Our first half was about a normal paced half, maybe a little slower than normal with all the passing late in the half, but don't see anything else to share right at the moment, though.
Yeah, I haven't found anything as of yet as they go through the court for the Elsberry side of this homecoming presentation. For those watching on KJFMradio.com, we'll keep it with that, the video, and we'll announce the winners for everyone when we return. About 10 minutes to go before we start the second half, actually about 13 minutes if you put on the 3-minute stretch time. Louisiana will get the ball to start the second half, trailing 21-6 on Eagle 102.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
So while we wait for Elsberry to name their king and queen, we got a little inside information on the contract talks between the Blues and their captain, Alex Pietrangelo. They have broken off, and the team has advised Petro to pursue unrestricted free agency.
Yikes. That's after they got rid of the
backup goalie to
clear salary cap space, and now they're not going to be able to sign. That's, if there's any, and I understand in free agency is what is a free market world. We're in a free market world, and free agency is the way it should be. But boy, as a fan, it saddens you to you don't see the days anymore of the Adam Wainwrights. I mean, even though he started at Atlanta, it was before he had really started his career, and he stayed with the Cardinals the entire time. Yadier Molina is another example. You just don't see that very often anymore. They're all out to chase the almighty dollar, and of course, in my banker mind, if you've got $30 million, what's another $5 million, right?
Exactly. And I think what I was hearing the last couple of days with that Petro situation was it was coming down not length or term, but it was incentives. It was coming down to incentives. Bonuses.
Incentives are kind of like vacation time as a manager. They're the easiest thing to take to consent to is that there is, It's the stuff that you got to pay that you got to negotiate hard on. I don't know that incentives should be that big a deal, but that's why I don't own a company. I own a hockey or professional sports organization.
Yeah, any of them with the cap. And the cap's going to stay flat in the NHL because of the COVID, locking out the fans basically for the last 6 months. So it's tough, and I think maybe that's what the Blues are hoping for now, is that he can look around and see that no one else has any money either.
Well, the COVID thing, you're right. That's going to affect all of this for sure. And, of course, maybe the Blues are trying to roll the dice a little bit, play
possibly.
A little game.
Petrangelo and his wife just had another baby to follow the triplets that they had a couple of years ago. So
4 girls, right?
I think there's a boy in there somewhere.
Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. There's not enough money to keep him sane if it's him and 5 women in the same house.
Well, between my wife, my daughter, my dog, and 2 cats, they're all women at my house. And I feel ganged up on more often than not.
You poor child, you.
Yeah.
I got a cure for that. You can get rid of the pets. You can eliminate a lot of that problem pretty easy.
Right. All right, first half in the books of this ballgame, 21-6 Clopton-Elsberry. They dominated the first and early second quarter, but we saw some things out of Louisiana if they can just take care of the ball a little bit better.
That's it. That's the story of the game so far, and they will get the football. If you recall, they deferred and won the toss and deferred, so they'll get the ball to start the second half. They need something positive. They need to score, actually, to be quite frank, and turn this into a football game. Because right now, Clopton-Elsberry was able to stop them in that final drive and kind of got a little bit of their mojo back. So Louisiana needs to punch one in here on this first series, and then we've got a football game.
I believe it was Brady Hubbard and Madison Leckby that were the king and queen for Ellsbury. I'll double check. I know it was Brady, but I have to check on the young lady that won queen.
I guess I never rationalized the thought that they'd had 2 kings and queens in a co-op school type situation.
They have done that from the start of this thing here at Clopton-Elsberry.
And I mean, this is one of the few co-op football schools in the state of Missouri. It's very common over in Illinois.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
West Central Illinois, got all kinds of schools co-opted over there. And so do they have 2 and 2? I mean, I think one school in football's got 3 schools, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Barry, West Pike, and what's the other school? I'm drawing a blank. But I think there's 3 of them. So you have 3 kings and queens?
I don't know. I think this is pretty. Now they're gonna. They don't have the band here tonight, but they've got the baton twirler going to perform here at halftime in the final 3 minutes before the teams come back out before they stretch. So that should be entertaining. Clopton-Elsberry leads this one after 2, 21-6. The Bulldogs will have the ball to start the second half on KJFM.
Cellular & Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs and stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular & Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Need a little good news in your life? Well, here's the deal. State Farm has new, lower car insurance rates in Missouri, so you can now get the service and convenience of State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock at an even better price. That's right, State Farm can help you save more cash and get the good neighbor service you deserve. It's the real deal for car insurance. I'm State Farm agent Cindy Blaylock, and I'm ready to help you save. Call me today at 573-754-5575 or visit us in Louisiana, just a block up from the river. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Your 401k is likely one of your most important assets, but it's only one part of a comprehensive retirement strategy. Edward Jones can help you understand how your retirement assets fit into your entire retirement picture so you can work toward meeting your unique retirement goals. Contact me, Kayla Caldwell, your Edward Jones financial advisor at 2604 Georgia Street in Louisiana. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investing, member SIPC.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, Family Drug, and Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice.
Madison Leckby entertaining the crowd with the baton, and now it's on fire. She went from 1 to 3 with that were
from
LED.
lighted to 1 to 3, yeah.
And now it's on fire. That's impressive. She's a senior for Ellsbury, I believe.
I want to see you do that. I want to see April do that. Wouldn't that be as accident prone as she is?
No, get her in any sort of cheer or anything like that.
Bad?
No, she's good.
Is she?
Yeah.
Oh, good. We can do this.
I don't know.
No, she's not going to light another one, is she?
I think she is.
Kind of looks that way. Is this on? Are we on live?
Oh yeah.
Can the people see this?
Yeah.
Oh, we're
on
going
KJFMradio.com.
We're going with dual fires now. Yeah, you
That's
folks
fantastic.
on the radio are missing this.
That is fantastic, as the teams are back on the field to warm up ahead of the second half. 3 minutes will be put on the clock. Clopton-Elsberry with the lead. Louisiana will receive the second half kickoff after Miss Leckby finishes her routine, and boy, that is fantastic.
Have you ever tried to twirl a baton?
I've definitely never tried to twirl a baton and do the splits at the same time.
Well, you couldn't do the splits on a bet.
I couldn't do the splits when I was 8 years old.
We'd be at Pike County Memorial Hospital if you do the splits. Twirling a baton's not easy.
No.
Just twirling a baton. She's doing 2 of them, and they're both on fire.
And three at one time. She had 3, and one of them was in the air, and I definitely can't juggle. I have no coordination in that.
That was worth the price
regard.
of admission right there. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Madison Leckby from Ellsbury High School. 21-6 is our score as we head to the third quarter of this one. We'll take one more break, come back with second half action after this on Eagle 102.
You can now check your cash flow on the go with Bank of Louisiana's mobile banking. We're helping you manage your money from here, there, and everywhere with our new mobile and text banking services. You can check balances, view account history, transfer funds, and pay bills all from your phone. Visit us online at www.bola.cc for more information and to enroll for mobile banking. Bank of Louisiana, proud to be your hometown bank. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to the satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
This is Tracy Brookshire, Marketing Coordinator and Public Information Officer for Pike County Health Department, Home Health and Hospice here in Missouri. We are doing our best to keep our community informed as much as possible regarding how the COVID-19 pandemic is affecting our county. Visit our dedicated COVID-19 page on our website at pikecountyhealth.org for resources, latest news, updated case counts, and a contact form for questions and concerns specifically related to the virus. Visit our website to subscribe to our PCHD e-news and be the first to know about any updates and resources we have to offer in our communications. Stay safe out there, Pike County. Your health is our priority, and together we will get through this concerning time.
Bowling Green Insurance is here to serve all your insurance needs. Bowling Green Insurance offers companies to cover your farm, home, auto, and crop needs. Call Fred or Jackie today to get a customized quote that will fit you and your budget. Bowling Green Insurance is an independent insurance agency. That means they can offer several companies to fit you. Give Bowling Green Insurance a call today to get a quote. 573-324-5762 or 573-324-CROP.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Pike County Mutual Insurance, Browns Processing, and Bank of Louisiana.
That was a wide array of topics during halftime, from baton twirling to St. Louis Blues hockey to we stopped short of talking about how the passing of Justice Ginsburg will affect the November 3rd election.
Yeah,
we'll stay away from that one. Stay away from that one.
And we might want to throw in a disclaimer that all that other stuff was with little or no expertise. You have a little expertise in the hockey thing, but
hey, I have the inside info there.
Inside, there you go.
Yeah, I had my my insiders working, or I just subscribed to the insiders on Twitter. One or the other.
So what's Clopton going to do on this kick? Huh? Onside kick so far tonight.
I bet this one's going to be the first one they kick deep. No. They try it again onside, and it's fallen on just across midfield by number 51 for the Bulldogs, Wyatt Early.
They keep picking on Wyatt Early. He's proven that he can. He's covered two of them and actually caught one and ran it back for 4 or 5 yards.
So that is the that's the play for Clopton-Elsberry tonight. So the Bulldogs get it 1st and 10 just shy of midfield.
Looks like Louisiana will come back with Manjarres at quarterback again to start the second half.
Yeah, they'll split out Washington wide. He was the starting QB. 3 receivers on the near side, Chapman, Hutt, and Mason Washington.
Manjarres is a little more of a dual threat as he can run and pass, where Washington's more of a handoff run kind of guy.
A second off the clock from that kickoff. Try to get the IndianHawks to jump, and across the line of scrimmage and to midfield, a gain of 2 on the play for Luis Manjarres.
Well, pretty much penalty-free first half. 2 on Louisiana for 13 yards, 1 on Clopton-Elsberry for a total of 15 yards. So pretty clean game, or the officials are letting them play. Either way, I like it.
Been a little contact on the receivers for Clopton-Elsberry, but I think they're letting Louisiana have a little bit with that big size differential back there.
And most of those are in jump ball situations where they did call a one-pass interference penalty.
Handoff on second down. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Now busted forward and very close. Going to be about a yard shy of the first down. That's the running back, Wyatt Harrison, for the Bulldogs.
Looks like he's going to pick up, about 5?
Yeah, they'll mark him down a little bit short of where he ended up. So it's going to be 3rd and about 3 from the Indian Hawk 45-yard line. Minute gone here in the third quarter of this Week 4 matchup between the 0-3 Bulldogs and the 1-1 Indian Hawks.
And we'll follow Louisiana again next week as they'll be at home against the Banfar Indians.
That should be a fun one at Cunningham Field. Running again here on third down, runs right into a brick wall, does Manjarres, and drop back.
No
and
gain.
It'll be 4th and 3.
You're right. Brick wall was a good description. Not only did he run into it, it knocked him backwards. The big boy's in the middle there, big number 68. Brody Freeborn, and 65 Riley Walker in there clogging things up for the Indian Hawks.
They'll sub out. Ryan Capps bring in some more receiver help here on 4th and 3. 2 split to each side for the Bulldogs. Manjarres puts it in the air to the near side. They've got first down yardage to Washington, and he's still on his feet, drugged down near the 30. They're going to give him the 31.
15-yard gain, little quick.
Out.
Almost a screen type thing, wide receiver screen, as he just took a couple steps back and they threw it to him. Good for the first down yardage.
And all the way down, like I said, to the 31-yard line of the Indian Hawks with 9.5 to play here in quarter number 3. Opening drive for the Bulldogs here in the second half, trailing 21-6. Manjares over to the far side this time, just slung it out there and let his man get under it, and that's number 10, Tremaine Chapman. He makes a turn and gains about 8.
Had him by the shirt tail, it looked like, from here. Yeah, not going to quite give him as much. Looks like maybe 6.
Yeah, we're going to mark him down a little bit from where he ended up. We're inside 9 minutes to go in the quarter. Manjares not afraid to put the ball out there. Handoff this time. Inside handoff to Harrison, and he'll get close to that first down. Looks like he's a little bit short on a gain of about 3.5.
He will be short.
Bring up 3rd and 1.
Bring up 3rd and 1 for Bulldogs.
Bulldogs trying to convert here and keep this drive going. 2-down territory, and they're brought down short.
Nice penetration that time by Evans. Going to stuff it short, you're right.
Manjares went down awkwardly, but he seems okay. It's
No,
hard not to go down awkwardly with a guy like Evans falling on top of you.
exactly. No gain on the carry.
So now 4th down, and this is a big play for the Louisiana Bulldogs.
It is. They need to score points on this drive to change the momentum of this football game.
See if they go to the air again here on 4th and almost 2. They do, to the near side, and they've got first down yardage on the connection with Quincy Hutt. And ball came out at the end again?
They're going to say he was down, I believe.
Ooh. Riley Walker came out with it.
Going to be about 7 yards by Hutt on the reception. And if the play stands, it'll be good for first down.
So first down inside the 20 to the 17-yard line of the Indian Hawks. Manjares in the shotgun. Fakes. Now he pumps it toward the end zone, and it is knocked down. And there on the coverage was Tyler Kuntz.
Yeah, actually, Hutt turned into a defender and maybe got away with pulling on Kuntz from the backside to break it up, or that was an interception.
Yes, it was. Incompletion stops the clock with 7:14 to go in the 3rd quarter. So coming up on 5 minutes on this drive.
So Louisiana going to the air a lot in this drive.
Manjares again in the shotgun. They'll move Hutt. Actually, Harrison, and now Manjares takes it himself, goes up the middle and brought down by Walker.
Have to see what they give him on the carry.
About 4, it looks like.
So Manjares has come in, rushed for 50 yards, and thrown for 97 so far in relief duty. Midway through the seconds when he came in?
97 and a score. But he has thrown a pair of picks.
That he has.
They're in an empty backfield now. Now he puts a man in motion, hands it off. Reversing field is Chapman. Has a blocker, Manjares, in front of him, trying to find some room. He gets through one layer, and I think he's got first down yardage. He does. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Bulldogs. Snake-like there for Chapman.
What a run that was. He looks like he's going to pick up about 11, and he probably ran 30 yards on that 11-yard gain.
Take a look at it one more time. If you're watching on KJFM, Manjares in there, but he's caught from behind. A couple of Indian Hawks there. On the front side was number 50, Jacob Martin. Who was on the backside that got him first?
Couldn't tell who that was. Going to lose about a yard. Be second and goal from the 4.
Number 45, Colby Twellman.
And also there was 45, Colby Twellman.
They haven't had much luck since the first series running the ball up the middle, have the Bulldogs. Manjarez running the option has had some luck off tackle and around end. Let's see what they draw up in close quarters here. They've got Caps in the game, big fullback.
That's where they're going to hand it to Ryan Caps, and he's pushed back.
His first carry of the game.
Twellman also in on that one, along with Walker.
He's going to lose another yard.
This isn't the place to go backward, as this is a 7-minute plus drive already.
Yeah, it was first and goal from the 3.
Knocked down there by Twellman, right in the middle. Nice play by Colby. Stops the clock on the incompletion with 4:34 to play in the third.
4th and goal, a big play in this football game, in my opinion. Important for the Dogs to punch it in, and if the Indian Hawks are able to hold, they'll maintain that momentum, although deep in their own territory.
To the 45-yard line, where it's down by a sliding Clopton-Elsberry player. So really good punt for the Indian Hawks.
About 43 yards on the punt. Well, the punt only went about 25 yards, and it rolled about another 25 yards, 20 yards or so.
Yeah, kicking from his own goal line all the way to the 45, though. No matter how you get it, if you get it onto the other end of the field, you've done your job.
That was a good punt.
So first and 10.
Kind of flipped the field for him a little bit. Although still good field position for Louisiana, starting at their own 45.
Louisiana, just 14 minutes left to try and tie this ball game, though. 2 minutes even left here in the third. It's about as much math as I can do tonight.
Don't hurt yourself.
From the 45-yard line of the Bulldogs, here's Manjarez. He is airing it out on first down, and it is incomplete. Should have been intercepted on the near side.
Yeah, that was just thrown up for grabs, way underthrown. And Zumalt was there but couldn't corral it. So Manjarez, 4 consecutive incomplete passes after starting 3 for 3 in the second half.
It'll be 2nd and 10 from their own 45. Louisiana's going for it, though.
They are.
I like that they're being aggressive offensively. Handoff on second down. No. Quarterback keeper for Manjarez. Good call there on the option. Fake the handoff to Harrison. Takes it into Clopton-Elsberry territory down to the Indian Hawk 41.
Yeah, that one went for 29 yards the last time they ran it. This time it goes for about 14.
Clock stops to move the chains with 1:46. Now it's rolling again. Louisiana going hurry up. Oh, fumble, and this time Clopton-Elsberry has it back. Tried that same little option play.
Yep.
And couldn't connect with Harrison, and it's picked up by
Manjarez and Harrison couldn't decide. You take it, I'll keep it. And what happened is it's on the green grass, and the 5th turnover of the game gives the ball back to the Indian Hawks.
1:32 to play in the third quarter. 21-6 Clopton-Elsberry leads. Now they have the ball near midfield, about 3 yards shy. Their own 47. 1st and 10 for Clopton-Elsberry. Lots of receivers out there. Fakes the handoff. He's going to go to the air. No. Caught from behind and brought down for a 2-yard loss.
Sacked by Caps, coming from his left end position. Good pursuit that time by Ryan.
The game from Caps has been pretty good.
He has come on here in this second half, late part of the second quarter and second half.
Liked Caps' game. I've liked Wyatt Early's game.
Yeah, defensively they haven't played too bad at all. The 2 of the touchdowns were results of turnovers when they were in bad spots field position-wise.
Looks like more pressure coming here on 2nd and 12. And that one's batted down.
Big number 77 in there that time.
Jordan Luck.
Jordan Luck. I think it's his birthday today, if I'm not mistaken.
Knocked down by Luck.
Big birthday boy.
3rd and 12.
Nothing lucky there. That was perfect execution by the Bulldog defense and big number 77.
I think Jordan played a lot at the running back position last year.
Seems familiar.
Grew up a little bit and playing on the line now. Good play by him.
37.9 seconds to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 12 for Clopton-Elsberry, and they'll be throwing. They go to the far side. It's caught, and that's broken for a first down and maybe more. Gabriel Hill into Louisiana territory across the 35 to the 32-yard line of the Bulldogs.
24-yard gain that time.
24-yard gain on that.
Down to 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. It looks like the Indian Hawks are just going to head to the sideline and the fourth quarter. 21-6 our score after 3. Clopton-Elsberry with the lead and the ball over Louisiana here in Week 4 on Eagle 102.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? People's Bank and Trust can help you make those home improvements without springing a leak in your budget. I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by your local People's Bank in Bowling Green, and let's talk about how People's Bank can help you. People's Bank and Trust online at www.pbtc.net or give me a call at 573-324-2525. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, the Mercantile Bank, and Bowling Green Tractor.
No scoring in the third quarter, but Louisiana was close. Took a big defensive stand from the Clopton-Elsberry IndianHawks.
They did. Got down inside actually it's 1st and goal from the 3. And the defense pushed him back to the 5. And then a encroachment penalty gave him half the distance to the penalty, but they were able to hold on a nice defensive play on the 4th down pass.
Colby Twoman knocked down the ball and got it back for the IndianHawks, who are moving.
Worked their way out of being deep in their own territory to and punted it. A good punt by Kaplan to kind of flip the field. And now they're in business back at the Louisiana 32-yard line.
Yeah, they kicked it back to Louisiana. A couple plays later, the Bulldogs fumble on a bad exchange. And now Clopton-Elsberry is in business in their second possession of the second half. That first drive for Louisiana took over 7 minutes, over half the third quarter.
Right.
Off the clock.
And, as we said in the halftime show, they needed to punch it in, but were unable to do so.
Fresh set to open the fourth quarter, and the give is to Evans as he was the motion man and falls forward for a gain of about 4. It'll be 2nd and 6.
They've run that play a lot to him and Hill both. That's the 4th time one of those 2 receivers have run the jet sweep, but not a whole lot of success so far.
Seems like it's been 21-6 forever now in this ball game.
That's because it has.
Oh, yeah.
Since, the 6:07 mark of the second quarter, to be exact.
We've gone a quarter and a half now without anyone reaching the end zone. It'll be 2nd and 6 for the IndianHawks from the 29-yard line, and a little dump out to the near side, and Zumwalt lost his footing.
I'm going to say it was incomplete, actually.
That's actually better. They would have lost yardage if he had caught it.
Well, Clopton and Elsberry in no hurry. The clock is their friend, but you don't want to throw incomplete passes like that and stop the clock.
21-6 our score. IndianHawks looking for their second win of the season in 3 tries. Bulldogs looking for win number 1 in the current campaign.
They'll put it up. Look for the slant pattern this time.
Back to throw. Instead, he tried to sneak up the middle and lucky to get positive yardage, a gain of about 1.
Good pressure that time by the defensive line of Louisiana. They will give him a gain of 1.
Lucas Martin with the 1-yard keeper. And the clock running again inside 11 minutes, and it's going to be 4th and 5 for Clopton-Elsberry.
Well, let's see how the defense sets up. If they want to play man, if they're going to stay in cover 2 or not. And
4th and 5.
Zumalt ties his shoestrings. Yep, they're in cover 2 right now.
Back to throw on 4th down over to the far side and caught. He's fighting for yardage. I think he's still going to be short of the first.
Short. I think that was Kaplan, wasn't it? Looks like he's going to gain 4 and going to be 1 shy.
So turnover on downs back to the Bulldogs with 10:18 to play. Louisiana still has life as Clopton-Elsberry held off the scoreboard.
And that was close as the defensive back tried to jump that route. But Martin able to sneak it in there and avoid the interception. There was a lot of green grass in front of that cornerback.
1st and 10 for Manjares and the Bulldogs, and they go up the middle on 1st down and get about 2, maybe 3 on the play. Looks like 3.
Harrison on the carry. Looks like they'll give him 3. We'll call it 3.
12 men on the stop after the gain of almost 4 now. They keep inching it forward.
Yeah, I was going to say. We'll give him 4.
You're under 10 minutes, though. You're wasting a lot of clock here running the ball. And they'll keep it again as Manjares falls forward for a gain of 2, maybe 3 across the 30-yard line to the 31.
Yeah, Louisiana needs a big strike, needs a big play, whether via the air or the ground. Doesn't matter, but they need something need a lightning bolt here.
9:20 to play in the 4th quarter. Quick moving game for the 2nd week in a row on our game of the week. Over to the far side and breaking that one past 1st down yardage. Big hit at the end.
Yeah, that was Harrison again. He picked up 6 on the carry and was blasted at the end of the run, but it's good for 1st down yardage.
Gain of about, 7?
6 or 7, yeah.
The clock running inside 9 minutes now. Down 2 scores. Throwing on 1st down. Little screen to the far side. Going to be enough for another 1st down, it looks like. Right?
Yeah, it was Washington. Yeah, they like to throw that pass to Washington. Are they going to give him 10?
Yep, they're going to move the chains again.
They are.
1st down, Bulldogs.
8:35 to play. Ball getting close to midfield, the 47-yard line of the Bulldogs. Back to throw.
Plenty
Steps
of time.
into this one. Across the middle and incomplete, almost intercepted. It was actually off the hands of Tyler Kuntz, it looked like.
Very good coverage. Looks like Coach Butch Wilansky's told his deep backs, do not let anybody behind you. And they did exactly that.
Chapman was the intended target with 8:18 to play. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Keep taking that shot. You got nothing to lose here in the 4th quarter.
Not at all.
They'll go to the ground and nothing there. Going to get back to the line of scrimmage, it appears. And it'll bring up 3rd and 10.
That was Caps on the carry.
Which I think they're giving them that handoff a little high up. He needs to be crouched down and bulldozing when he gets that ball.
It's kind of like they're trying to run a little bit of an option without a tailback read for the quarterback. And it's worked when Majares has kept it, but not so much when they handed it off. Now we've got a flag.
Somebody left early for Louisiana, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 15.
You're right. False start. Just the 3rd penalty of the game for Louisiana.
3rd down.
For 18 yards total. So.
They'll send Caps to the bench.
That's a bad one, though. That puts you well behind the change at 3rd and 15. Time is not your friend if you're a Bulldog.
They'll wind the clock with 7.5 to play in regulation. Put a man in motion, so actually quad receivers to the near side. That's who gets the pass, but he's going to be stopped short of midfield and short of the first down by quite a bit.
Harrison on the reception. He's going to pick up about 7.
It's going to be 4th and 8.
Short gain and 4th for the Bulldogs.
Clock running down to 7 minutes to go in this ball game. Louisiana has controlled possession in the second half, but hasn't picked up any points.
Nothing to show for it.
Fakes the handoff. Now he takes it across the middle, and that one is
mercy.
Incomplete.
Had a receiver wide open.
He didn't have his arms out yet. That was number 20 for the Bulldogs, Will Shepard, the intended target.
Wide open.
And a turnover on downs gives it back to the IndianHawks, and a timeout taken. Officials timeout with 6:47 to go in this ball game. Clopton-Elsberry now with the ball, leading 21-6 over Louisiana on Eagle 102.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Vicky Cadwallader, Real Estate and Perkins Electrical Service.
21-6 our score here in the fourth quarter. Clopton-Elsberry gets the ball back near midfield, and all they have to do is keep that clock running now. Louisiana
grind it. Although they didn't do that against Wright City.
No.
Remember we talked about should they run clock. They did not run clock, went down and scored and went ahead, but left way too much time on the clock for Wright City in that particular game.
Last check on that Bowling Green game, it was 47-0 in favor of the Bobcats at Wright City. That was still in the third quarter, so that one has definitely moved on with the running clock in the second half.
Yeah, Bowling Green's got it going on, I believe.
Fourth quarter here from Clopton High School. IndianHawks looking for a homecoming night victory and back-to-back victories. And that ball, the arm was hit as he was throwing. It's an incomplete pass, and really loading up on that play was Lucas Martin.
Yeah, he was going to let one fly that time for sure. But it falls harmlessly incomplete.
Stops the clock with 6:41 to play, and not going looking to kill clock, are they?
No. No, they are not.
2nd and 10 from the Bulldog 49. Two backs behind Martin. Louisiana loads up the box, and he's going to throw again. Across the middle and overthrown, looking for Evans. Stops the clock again and brings up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, that was the first really high pass that Martin's cut loose tonight.
Now it's 54-0 with 2 minutes remaining in the game. Bowling Green cruising toward their second straight victory.
I understand we're having some internet issues, so hang with us. They're working on getting that straightened out. Our crack staff back at the radio station. And I say that not even knowing who's there.
Brendan's there. 6:35 to play here in the ball game. Clopton-Elsberry in clock killing time, but haven't done that yet.
Well, they're wanting to reset the play clock. I don't know why it wasn't running, but nonetheless.
Be 3rd and 10.
Incomplete pass, it really didn't matter.
Pitch out to Zumwalt. tries to find the edge, breaks a tackle, only gets a yard, and it's going to bring up 4th down and 9. And the Indian Hawks going to have to punt now, you would think.
4th and 9, Indian Hawks.
Yes, you would.
They burned, 30 seconds off the clock on that possession. It'll end up being a little over a minute once they finally get the punt off.
I don't see Kaplan assuming the position of punter just yet.
And he's not gonna.
Pattern that's been their bread and butter. Well, where are they gonna mark it? Looks like it is gonna be at the 1-yard line. From the 49 to the 1, a 48-yard gain on that play.
And he wasn't knocked, he was just tackled, and the ground caused that ball to pop out and roll through the end zone. So he's down at the 1, and the clock running down to 5:05.
First goal, Indian Hawks.
Coach Wilansky, you go, guy.
Trying to put on a show here on homecoming night.
That's been the play that's worked when they've needed it all season so far, the slant to Evans.
Martin under center again with 2 backs behind him. 1st and goal from the 1. Handoff is to Dorian Zumwalt, and he is in. Well, it's very close, very close. They haven't signaled anything yet. They're going to call it 2nd down.
They are going to say he's just shy. So no gain on the carry.
2nd goal, Indian Hawks.
They moved that stick about 3-4 inches forward. 4:22 to play, and now a timeout taken by the Bulldogs. On defense with 4:19 on the clock, 21-6. Clopton-Elsberry leads, trying to punch it in from the 1 when we come back on KJFM.
Your one-stop shop for all your automotive needs is still Mid-America Auto and Towing. They perform state inspections, run diagnostics, and specialize in brake repair. They do everything from preventative maintenance to engine repair and more. Mid-America will also guarantee the lowest prices on tires. Stop in, browse their pre-owned vehicles, and make sure to ask about their senior citizen and military discounts. Financing is available. To get a sneak peek of their inventory, visit MidAmericaAutoandTowing.com. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102 is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, Young Enterprises Incorporated, and Pike County Memorial Hospital.
21-6 is the Indian Hawk lead over Louisiana here in Week 4. We'll be with the Bulldogs again next week as they host the Van Far Community R6 Indians.
From Louisiana High School.
Beautiful Cunningham Field.
Yeah, they redid the track a year or so ago. It looks pretty nice.
So 4:19 on the clock. 2nd and goal from inside the 1 for the Indian Hawk offense.
Who they going to give it to? Twellman, what do you think? Fullback right up the gut. Die play.
Yeah, he'll probably throw it. Oh, ball gets loose, and he'll go in for the score from the 1. He's in.
He did.
It's a 1-yard keeper for Lucas Martin. He picked up the bad snap off the turf, fell forward, and extends this lead to 27-6 here in the 4th quarter of this ball game from Clopton High School. Take a look at it again.
We've seen some crazy things happen this year on broken plays, haven't we?
Yeah, the center squeezed some legs before before the ball was all the way through and knocked it to the turf. And Clopton-Elsberry lucky to pick that up and get the score. Extra point is no good. Just pushed it to the far side, so it remains 27-6 with 4:16 to go. Louisiana gets the ball back when we come back on Eagle 102.
It's time again for your annual mammogram, and Pike County Memorial Hospital is here for you. Now, state-of-the-art 3D mammography is closer to you than ever before. Receive the highest quality mammograms and bone density scans from our certified technologist right here in Pike County. Plus, your records and former scans can easily be transferred to us so we can keep everything up to date. It's state-of-the-art technology and the quality care you can count on right in your own backyard. For more information, go to pcmh-mo.org.
High school sports on KJFM is brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops, Mike's Tire and Service Center, and All Parts.
We're in the fourth. Clopton-Elsberry has scored on a 1-yard run by Lucas Martin. Martin has scored 1 on the ground and 2 through the air.
Actually, 3 through the air.
That's right.
You and Mary Ann need to go back to that math school thing.
It wasn't the math. It was I completely forgot about the the third one.
It's been a long time. It seems like it's been a long time ago.
Yeah, it was well back midway point of the second quarter that we had that last score.
This game actually moved pretty briskly.
I haven't found many updates on other area action tonight.
All of our news
stringers,
helpers,
yeah,
they're on the snooze tonight. It seems.
Well, it's chilly tonight. They got the blankets on.
Can't get to their phones. Yeah. Well, what kind of onside kick we're going to see here?
Nope. Going to do it again.
They are. At some point, I think one of those up guys ought to just pick that up and run through. All you got to do is beat 1 or 2 guys. You get through them, and you're gone.
Wyatt Early is having a career night. That is his 4th kick return.
Yeah. Oh, mercy. Well,
he's got, I think, about 7 yards total in the return game, but he's gonna point it out that he was the most consistent return man in the ball game.
Mercy. Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
I'm pretty sure if a lineman does lead the team in return yards, that someone's going to be buying a dinner.
He won't. Because Chapman had a 35-yard return off the get-go,
right.
So he's got a ways to go yet.
All right, 4:14 to go in the ball game. Now 27-6. Bulldogs just looking for something positive now. Getting away, and he's sacked. Ball came out, but they're going to say he was already down. And that is Evans.
Big loss. Big loss.
Spun and drove down the sophomore quarterback, Luis Manjarres, for
about 8.
Loss. 2nd and 10 Bulldogs.
Brings up 2nd and 18. Throwing, puts it over a man to Washington on the far side. Mason gets a little bit of the yardage back. I thought the man going the wrong way was going to catch that for Louisiana. He ducked out and let Mason get it.
Yeah, what did he get? About 4 out of that, I guess.
16.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll call it 4.
3rd down. Selling out here on the pass. They go across the middle. It's caught. And that's a nice reception by number 11, Quincy Hutt. Still on his feet and brought down in Clopton-Elsberry territory down to the 34-yard line of the IndianHawks.
Number 11, Hutt.
So Quincy Hutt with a nice reception and good yards after the catch there with 3:23 to play in the ball game, and they're going right back to work. Hurry up. Manjarres again pursued and sacked by Zach Evans.
He's been a beast tonight.
He likes getting a nice sack.
Another 10-yard loss.
21-point lead for the IndianHawks. They put out 3 receivers on the near side. They go right up the gut, and it's rejected by Colby Twellman. He reached his big paw in there and knocked it down. And the clock stops with 2:45 to play. And another 3rd and long coming up for the Bulldogs.
Down to 2:46 to play. 27-6 our score.
Seems like the IndianHawks have stepped it up a notch, calling up blitz packages now with the 21-point lead.
Well, they know they're going to throw. They feel pretty confident anyway, so they're pinning their ears back and coming.
Pump fake, steps up in the pocket, gets the ball off, and it's tipped and taken by Evans. And he's going to go all the way. Zach Evans stumbles and falls down. There was no one in front of him. He can't believe it.
Bunch of flags on the play as well.
Oh, my goodness, the big man.
Got tripped up by the 25-yard line.
And he'll just sit there for a while.
I think he's gassed.
And think about that. There is a flag at the 45.
I hope he's not hurt. He took a pretty good stumble.
It may have knocked the wind out of himself. No, he's fine.
I think he's just wore out.
And the call is against the IndianHawks, so it wouldn't have counted anyway, Zach. So gather in your pride because it would have come back.
But the interception.
That will count.
It will.
And he tipped that to himself. It was a nice play, and now he gets the kudos from his teammates on the near sideline.
6th turnover of the game. Holy smokes. +2.
Flag was sitting at the Bulldog 45, so they'll march off the penalty from there with 2.5 to go. A blindside hit against Clopton-Elsberry on the return.
That's one of those new rules, they put in to protect the innocent guy. It's a 15-yard penalty. It's about this. Is that the second one tonight?
I think so.
Seen? Just the 3rd penalty of the game on the IndianHawks. But now all they're worried about is burning some clock.
Oh, is that what they're going to do now?
No. I forgot. We got Butch the Gamblers at the helm.
He's a showman. 2:31 to play. They put out Kaplan on the far side. A couple of receivers on the near side for the IndianHawks. I think Evans' night might be done. He's gassed. They give it to Twellman, and he rumbles forward, heading toward the far hash for about 6 yards.
Came from the tight end position and a little jet sweep thing. Picks up 6.
2:15 to play in this ball game.
Couple first downs. Well, one first down actually will probably do it. Because the play clock goes to 40 seconds. And they'll run this down, and it'll be about 1:40 before they snap this.
2nd and 4. And they'll wait there as long as possible. Play clock down to 5. That's when they snap it. Inside handoff to Dorian, and he's got first down yardage. Zumwalt to cross the 50-yard line, and that's enough for a first. No, yeah, they will.
Yep, 98 yards rushing for Zumwalt. 2 yards shy from that illustrious 100-yard night. See if they'll give him the ball one more time if he can get over 100 yards.
Yeah, they bring Evans back out for this 1st and 10 play from midfield.
Got his transfusion of water on the sidelines. Yeah. He's ready to go. Looks like they're going to go into the victory formation, maybe?
That's a possibility. We're down to 1:05, 15 on the play clock, and they will kneel this one down. And there, we'll do it. He does once. He'll need one more.
Maybe.
Yeah, he'll need one more.
Yep, they go. They set the ball a little faster than. Now, as a good official, you stalled that out.
Down to 37 seconds to go in the ball game. And one more. And that's it. 27-6, our final score. Clopton-Elsberry improves to 2-1 on the season. A couple of handshakes. They can't do the full handshake line. And they'll head back to their respective benches. And the IndianHawks will celebrate their 2nd win of the season here at home on homecoming night. They're 1-1 at home and improve in conference play to 2-1 as well. We'll take a break, come back with the postgame show for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up, brought to you by Abel's Quick Shops.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Pike County Mutual offers home auto discounts simply by placing your auto insurance through one of several auto companies that Pike County Farmers Mutual represent, and your home with Pike County Mutual. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, Buddy Bibb, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Come home, insure with Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green. You'll be glad you did.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MERC Mobile, mobile banking with remote deposit capture. Any customer with online banking can now access your Mercantile Bank accounts from any device, including your smartphone and tablet, everywhere you go. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, where they've been serving the Louisiana area for more than 100 years, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. At Ingram Plumbing, we're ready to meet all your plumbing needs. I should know. I'm Bonnie Ingram, and I've worked there for over 50 years. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM. Sponsored by Abel's Quick Shops.
Final in this one, 27-6. Clopton-Elsberry improves to 2-1. Louisiana falls to 0-4 in this 2020 campaign. But I saw a lot of things I liked from the Bulldogs in this one. Jim Ross, just turnovers killed them.
They did 6 turnovers in the game and 2 other fumbles that stalled drives, and you just can't do that. As everyone knows that watches or plays football, you got to take care of the football, and if you don't, you end up on the wrong side of the score, and that's exactly what happened tonight.
All right, let's roll through the scoring for this one. Most of it in the first half.
Clopton started the scoring at the 5:25 mark. A 7-yard pass from Martin to Evans. Kick failed. They led 6-0. That was the only scoring in the first quarter. Then the bulk of the scoring in the game was in the second. At 11:54, a 15-yard pass from Martin to Hill. They led it 13-0 as the kick was good. At the 7:02 mark, the slant pantered, and once again Martin to Evans this time from 4 yards out, and it was 21-0. Louisiana finally got on the board as 39-yard passes. They put Majarez into the game, and he threw one deep. Chapman was able to corral it from 39 yards out. The run was no good, the kick was blocked, if I recall right. And we go to the run was no good, the kick was blocked, if I recall right. And we go to the locker room at half, 21-6, and just one score in the entire second half. That here just late here in the fourth quarter. Martin on a 1-yard run fumbled the snap, or the snap didn't get to him actually, and he picked it up and stumbled in at the 4:16 mark. The kick failed, and that gives us our final score of 27-6.
And that one score, it was interesting because Louisiana deferred to the second half, so they took the kickoff, a 7-minute drive all the way down to the 2.5-yard line, could not put it in. Clopton-Elsberry gets it back on a turnover on downs. They end up punting from their own end zone. A play after that, a bad handoff between Manjaris and who was it?
Harrison, yeah.
Ends up on the turf. Clopton-Elsberry gets it back and leads to the only score of the second half there in the fourth quarter. 3 of those fumbles end up in the end zone eventually.
They did.
Going the other way.
And that's the key to turnovers. And looking at from the Clopton-Elsberry perspective, if you can score points off of turnovers, boy, that really compounds the issues with those turnovers, and it led to 20 points and the win.
We'll take a break as Clopton-Elsberry celebrates a homecoming night 27-6 victory over Louisiana. We'll take a look around the area at other scores when we return and set up next week's action coming up on KJFM.
Here's one question that has no wrong answer. Are you going to choose the new Shell and Fuel Rewards card to be used at Shell stations, or the Shell and Fuel Rewards MasterCard that can be used everywhere MasterCard is accepted? With both, you save 10 cents per gallon, up to 20 gallons every time you fill up. And you also earn 10% rebates on your first $1,200 in non-fuel purchases per year at Shell stations. See? You can't go wrong with either. Visit www.shell.us/getrewards and apply today. At participating Shell stations only. Terms and conditions apply.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, definitely not your typical 8 to 5, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Call Mike's Tire and Service Center and they'll be happy to work with you to get you back to operation as usual. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green. Mike's Tire and Service Center proudly supports all area farmers.
Daily life is a bit different right now than what we're used to. Some are feeling the effects more than others, but let's remember that this too shall pass and try to find ways to keep positive, help others in need, continue to support our businesses as best we can, but also take this time of distancing and shutdowns to self-reflect and improve. Spend quality time with family, exercise, pray, tackle a home improvement project, even if it's just a power cleaning inside and out, but do something that helps you feel empowered and moving forward. Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, praying for good to come out of trials.
This is Kyle Schurter, Assistant Vice President at Community State Bank of Missouri. We offer a variety of loans to meet your needs. Whether you're looking for a conventional loan or a HELOC or an FHA, VA, or USDA loan, give us a call. We have some of the best rates around. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Eagle 102 Sports on KJFM is brought to you by Ingram Plumbing, Bowling Green Pharmacy, and Mid-America Auto and Towing.
Final in this one, 27-6, the Indian Hawks over the Bulldogs here in Week 4. And what do we have going on around the area?
Got a bunch of scores. I guess I'll put my microphone up. A bunch of scores. Knox County late in the football game, 26-12 over Paris. Actually, a bit of news out of Knox County this week. They're switching to 8-man next year.
Are they?
Yeah, so you're seeing a lot of that. Schuyler County switched this year, now Knox County next year. As we said earlier, Bowling Green, is that a final? 54-0
Yes,
is the last score that they show here.
That is the final.
North Shelby, the powerhouse 8-man team in this area, they defeat Schuyler County 74-8.
I got it at 80-8.
Oh, they scored again then.
Yes.
Fulton, they fought a Hannibal. Well, I can't say that's over yet. Hannibal leads 42-7. That's not a final score. Palmyra, this is a final score. They go into Brookfield and beat Brookfield 24-6. Centralia with a big win on the road at Monroe City, 18-0. They win it. Clark County hammers South Shelby 50-0. And it looks like that's all the scores I've got for you here tonight. We still haven't heard anything out of the Banfar game or the Mark Twain game.
Yeah, I haven't found any updates on either of those tonight. That's interesting. But in this one, the Indian Hawks 27, the Bulldogs 6. Next week on Eagle 102, a week from tonight, the high school football game of the week will be at Louisiana as they host the Vanfar Community R6 Indians. 6:30 countdown to kickoff, 7 o'clock, and it's going to be you and Marianne. I'm taking the night off next week. Going to be in a wedding that weekend, so you'll have to do without me.
Give the guy my condolences.
A couple of softball games also on the agenda for next week. Louisiana Clopton on Tuesday from Louisiana, and then Vanfar will host Bowling Green on Thursday, 4:45 pregame both of those days.
And in softball, we're not far from the home stretch. You know, that season ends right at the end of September, and districts just go in the first part of October. So about 5 or 6 more games for each team, although a bunch of tournaments next week next weekend around there. Louisiana hosts their tournament. I know Paris has a tournament, a number of tournaments. I actually saw an interesting thing. Putnam County was supposed to have a tournament next weekend, canceled it because they couldn't find umpires. Hey, so if you want to get in the umpiring profession,
or I'm sure they'd pay you for a hotel stay or something if you want to go, and probably your meals too.
Well, and based on what I've seen at some of the softball games this year, there are a lot of them want to be umpires in the stands.
Exactly.
Yeah, so they could earn a little cash while they're doing it.
All right. 27-6, our final here tonight as Clopton-Elsberry moves to 2-1, Louisiana 0-4, and we'll see the Bulldogs again 1 week from tonight as they host Van Far. For Jim Ross, Mark Froelich saying thank you for listening, watching, wherever you might be, whether it be on the radio or online at kjfmradio.com. We appreciate you being with us each and every Friday for the high school football game of the week. We'll see you next time right here on KJFM.
You've been listening to the Eagle 102 Game of the Week. Tune in next week for another exciting battle on the gridiron. The Eagle 102 Game of the Week, Friday, from your only on-air sports leader, KJFM, Eagle 102. With studios in Louisiana and